Okay, so what did we do last time on Katawa Shoujo? We completed Emi's route, and now we are starting, or we are trying to start the Lily's route. But I will go with anything that happens. Because there is still a chance we are gonna go into Rin's route. I think we remove completely the possibility of an Emi's route. I don't know about the Shizune and Misha route though. I see what did there. Well, it was though Zoro's joke from last time though. But it's so good, I'm using it. Even more than once, probably. Okay, let me fix the chat here. Okay. So we can continue where we stopped the last time. So, let me remember where we stopped. So, we did the city explore. We went to the city with Lily and we found Rin along the way, which seemed lost. I wasn't even sure if she was lost. We didn't know what else she was doing. We just found Rin there, which got confused even the very composed Lily. That's incredible. I wouldn't mind at all if we were into Rin's route. Okay, so I think they are talking about the preparation of the festival. And now we are after school. Can we speak you for a moment? And they speak out of the classroom. Can we skip? No, okay. Mutu stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works what he's trying to say. Nothing that is going on. No, not knowing what is going on, I wait silently. Tell me, how are things? Things? I expected Mutu to be a little vague, but this is pushing the limits. Rin's route is kinda wide. I was expecting something of this sort. I'm not gonna lose on it. You know, things, you had a week to settle now, so how are things? This dialogue is different, probably because we are not doing Emi's route, and we are probably in the Emi's route we were telling him, oh, good, we are doing physical activity. Today, we are not doing physical activities. What if in every route except Emi's route we die? Because we didn't do any more physical activity. It's fine, I guess. I see. How is your condition? The pause before condition seemed a little unnecessary. I haven't had any problems so far. A brief shimmer of relief passes across Mutu's face. That's good. The school nurse was a little concerned that you might have been pushing yourself a bit too hard. He asked me to keep an eye on you when you couldn't. Okay, so now Mutu is taking Emi's place. Now it's not Emi keeping an eye on us. It's Mutu, because we are not with Emi. I'd ask that you don't blow us off so freely. As much as we try to give you that level of education that you would get at normal school, you have to realize that you have limits. Our goal is to make sure that you know where those limits are, and how to maximize your potential with them. Do you follow me? I don't plan on doing anything stupid. Well, that's a start, I guess. So, next question, how are you finding your studies? And we skip here, yeah, okay. After lesson, there's the... I forgot... Hanako, okay. Not that Lily could keep an eye on us. Poor Lily. Wait, actually, I don't mind those jokes. I'm pretty sure even Lily could... I think Lily is mature enough to... Maybe at the start she would be a little confused, but maybe later she would... she wouldn't mind, I don't know. She seems a very reasonable girl, though it's better to not joke about it too much, poor girl. Okay, so this is the same scene of the last time. That's why I can skip it. And now it's after lesson. Yo, Isao! No, I'm sorry. Okay, now we are helping Rin to get the Prussian blue. And we help her getting the color from above. Nothing really important is different here. Now we have a difference. So. So. Artists can find romance, the favorite show are cancelled. Oh wait. This is why artists are always unlucky. Unless they are blind. Yeah, because she was talking of her classmate that is blind but still wants to be an artist. Because yeah, there is a blind boy, he doesn't see. You already told me. I glance sideways at Amy and she glances back in a way that tells me she heard this one before too. Neither of us say anything to Rin though, so she continues her monotone soliloquy like an unfunny stand-up comedian. What do you mean? She's super funny! You should become an artist. Not bad luck, guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? That only blind people should become artists? No, not as such. You might have a point. Abandoning this train of thoughts, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I recognize. But can't remember the name of it. Amy arranges the supplies we bought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene. Amy, I need the Prussian blue paint. Which one is Prussian blue? Okay. So we didn't... So the Prussian blue comes later. Oh, it comes now. Which was pa 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 pa. Okay, yeah, it's RPG Maker. Phrases you can hear. Amy heaves a sigh. I guess I have to go back and get some Prussian blue. I promise to help with our class project though. I'll be back a bit later. Can you manage without it for a few hours? Wait, we are going without Amy. Rin nods, and so Amy leaves. Wait, so there's still the possibility of a Rin's route. I stay because I like watching Rin paint, and because I have nothing better to do. I sit on a box and pick up today's book from my bag. It's a story about 3 guys drinking beer for 2 weeks straight and doing little else. What kind of content is that? Rin, well, sure, we played on live a visual novel about a guy staying in his room all the time, so I don't know how much I can judge now. Rin moves from the spot that was in need of the blue and starts slowly working on another. Her foot works the brush steadily against the plastered wall. Layers of paint on top of layers of paint. The mural slowly gains more form. I turn the pages at a leisurely pace. In this chapter they are drinking beer. Well, you told me that's the entire point of the book, right? They are drinking beer in the story at the protagonist's friend's place. In the previous one, it was the protagonist's apartment. Wow! That's character development. In the story, they start drinking at the friend place, and now... Wow. They are changing place to avoid repetition. That's some filler here. It's not a page-turner kind of book. Wait. A page-turner. Wait. Page-turner means you feel... you want to turn more pages, probably. That means the book is catching you, right? Wait, I'm curious about it. So, page turner. A book that is so exciting that you want to read it quickly. Okay. I was missing on the quick part, but yeah. I'm really appreciating this term. Because I realize now that, well, I knew even before that as books, even games, in my opinion, need to be page turners. Games should be made with the player wanting to know more. If the player is at any point of the story, probably there's something that could have been done better in the story or gameplay or anything. The player should be incentivized to play your game. Otherwise, well, they have too many games to choose from, so that's the developer loss. It's a slice of someone's imaginary life that makes me wonder why it had to be written and why I do it. Why are you reading it? The words and clap in book form. Do they drink beer all the time? Or is it just a filler changing place to place? Why, indeed, the reason for doing something creative is something incomprehensible. Like, why Rin does painting? It feels like she and Amy are the same, going squarely against their fates as if it's just out of spite. Rin even said something like that. Do something you can just because you can. That's kinda wise. Wait, I should use the quote feature. How does it work? You can't just because you can. I kinda like this sentence. Rin, okay. Let's see if it works. I think it works. Awesome. Let's see. Quote. Grow my balls. Yeah, good old quote. The movie The World End is about 5 guys doing a bar crawl. Okay, so they got inspiration. Is that what she meant? Is that her reason? It might be Amy's. She comes off as quite a headstrong person. Rin doesn't give off that kind of air. Thinking about it, she doesn't give off any kind of air, or maybe a different kind of every time I talk with her. Why did she say what she said? Why does she or anyone at all paint or draw or sculpt or write? I've never had much of a creative impulse, so I don't think I can really understand it. Why? Well, we don't know how she lost her arms. Because maybe she wanted to paint even before having the arms. Like Amy wanted to run before losing her legs. That's something that binded her with her father. Or connected her. But there are many reasons why someone wants to be creative. Makes me feel hollow inside. What a grim thought. I can't really decide whether it's true or not either. Am I content being this way? I can't deny I'm feeling a little bit envious of Rin, but I can't really consider it a flaw of any kind. I'm myself, and she is herself. Still, I'd like to find something that could make me feel a little less lost about myself, instead of just drawing myself in those books as I did in the hospital. Yeah, I can see you're very desperate if you're reading the book about guys getting drunk in different places. I can't help but feel disoriented. The new school, lifestyle, and people around me contribute heavily on this sensation. I'm trying my best to fit into existing social circles, and most of people I've met have been really nice. Oh yeah, difficult part in integrating is you need to enter a social circle. Creating one is pretty much impossible after they are already formed. It still feels like I'm an outsider though, like I don't belong. I shake the feeling off, realizing that I'm spacing out. I have neither turned a page of the book, nor done anything for Rin. Rin's route is getting drunk enough so you can be on her same wavelength. Yeah, but if she drinks too, she's unreachable. She's trying to pour some paint from a big can using only her feet, having not bothered to ask me. Or maybe she did and I didn't hear it. Either way, it looks very unstable. Wait, is she also drawing feet? Yeah, I forgot that Rin's route may... Oh no. Oh no. I'm worried now. How many feet will have Rin's route? I don't wanna know. I quickly jump to help her, as it looks like she's about to spill the entire contents of the can all over the pavement. Tarantino vibes! Written by Tarantino. We can see it at the credits. Rinse root written by Tarantino. I take the can from her feet and pour some in the bowl. She doesn't say anything, and neither do I. I catch a glimpse of her eyes, looking silently at me from under her unkempt bangs. It's an Wait, I now realize. She's the one with less kept hair. And also the shorter hair. Because keeping care of her hair is kinda hard without hands. I don't know if she can even reach her hair with her feet. Okay, she can put a fork in her mouth with her feet. I think using scissors with your feet is kinda an impossible task if you ask me, so that's why she's keeping short hair, so she doesn't need to keep it in order. It's an unreadable expression, a perfect poker face, mixed with a hint of something like a mild surprise. I wonder what she's thinking. Maybe she's wondering about what I'm thinking. Maybe nothing. A penny for your thoughts. Do you have any pennies with you? Of course you can never expect a normal question, a normal answer from me, Rin. I don't think I do. Then I don't think I will tell. I'm not thinking anything either, so you're in luck. Except now I just did. She frowns, looking very unsatisfied. It's hard not to think about anything, but it's important. I'm about to ask why it's important when some old guy walk up to us, looking like he has some business with Rin. You can stand near a chainsaw and kinda get your head close to it to cut the hair. Sounds pretty dangerous, but also sounds something Rin would do. So I'm still worried. What the hell is this, man? This is new. Is this her father? Her grandfather? Good afternoon. How it's going? I can make it. Rin doesn't take her eyes off the wall and responds so naturally that I can only assume they know each other. I haven't seen the man before, so I naturally wonder who he might be. Maybe a teacher? His hair has faded to a silvery grey, so much that it looks artificially dyed. I hope that's not the case. Small round glasses hang on the bridge of his nose, but it appears he's constantly looking over the lenses, rather than through them. He's studying the mural intently over said glasses. Good, good. What bold composition you have here. He looks like Steven Spielberg crossed it with the eye. No, it doesn't seem an eye. It's just a drawing. Unfortunately, yeah, you can notice a difference in style in the drawings. Rin has a lot of shadings. This man is... This man is not the best drawing in the game, but I can understand, because the girls have the priority, of course. Not the I. I. Stupid uppercase I, or lowercase L. Okay, Al, with Al, the singer. He moves to inspect the mural closer, talking to himself about it in a way that makes it obvious he wants us to hear it too. Very good! I don't know what to make of it, but Rin doesn't seem to care much. Does she care about anything? She's looking around her working space, the various bowls of different tones scattered all over. Is a little more of this. Is she ignoring the man? Give me a second. I pour a 50-50 mix of two paints into the bowl to create more of the same pale pink tone Rin was using to fill up the shape of a man's face. Rin watches me doing so, which makes me feel nervous somehow. Her face is so unassuming that it feels like she's waiting for me to do something wrong. The man turns to reckon me as well, looking surprised as if he noticed my presence only just now. Maybe he did. Oh, why, hello there, who might you be? Ah, I'm a transfer student of class 33. Isao Nakai. Nice to meet you. Motus class, huh? Well, I don't hold that against you. What have I done wrong? He laughs very loudly. Obnoxiously loudly. A few small birds take flight from a nearby tree. I'm Shinichi no Miya, the art teacher. Ah, okay, that explains why he's weird. No, I mean, why he's approaching Rin. Rin, no, and I don't care that I don't care. So this is the art teacher. In retrospect, I should have guessed that much. He even looks like one, as far as first impressions go. How did you come to end up assisting my protégé? I wish I knew. Okay. This is the choice, right? This is the choice. So, the first one, we probably enter Rin's route. The second one, we don't enter Rin's route. So, I will answer the second one. Even if I was freely choosing, I wouldn't choose the first one because I don't care about art, okay? I'm sorry to every artist, I don't care. So, I only care when it's related to game development, after all. So I'm kinda stuck with her. No, I'm not saying I dislike art, the opposite. I like showing some drawings of characters, things I know. But I'm not interested personally in participating, so... with everything, I will choose the second one. She will also find it funny, I don't know, or offensive. I don't care. I mean, maybe a little. I just kinda stuck with her, I think. Considering though, the second one might also lead to the Rin's route, but the first one feels more strong. So we go with the second one. I keep wondering that myself, the lack of anything better to do, probably. He lets out an hearty laugh. Then checks his watch. I must take my leave now. Tezuka, I'm pleased to see that this little project is going so well. I just stopped to remind you not to run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure that they'd like to meet you as well. Also, Monday's club meeting is off since I'm going out of town. I guess you kids can do something among yourself if you want to. He leaves, turning around flamboyantly, then walking off as dramatically as possible to walk. What a weird teacher. Well, is it weirder than Rin? No. I'll be off too. See you around, Rin. Holding up a hand, I turn to go up the stairs to the dorms. Maybe if I can finish reading those books today, the entirety of tomorrow will be free for the festival. Okay, Rin, see ya! Ah, wait, sorry. Okay, we probably got locked out of Rin's route too. I don't remember any choice that locked us out of Shizune and Misha route though. Maybe when we started... maybe we just started Emi's route right away. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, because the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the soba booth. Okay. Slinging, I remember the term, it's... Oh, never mind. Let's skip. We get Kenji, which thinks it's a conspiracy and forgot that's the festival. What I'm going to do? I don't have any plans. In hindsight, that's really stupid. Maybe I should have asked a girl out. Then again, all things considered, I don't think I could have done anything like that. It's only my first week. A week that I have wasted being awkward around almost everyone, stumbling all over myself trying to get the hang of this place. Wait! I said last time that maybe at a festival you go with a girl of your route. Last time we went to the festival with Amy. But this time I don't feel we'll engaged with any girl, so are we entering the bad route? The bad ending? The forever alone ending? A week that I have wasted being awkward around almost everyone, stumbling all over myself trying to get the hang of this place. Thinking about it, what have I accomplished? What would I have even asked? Damn, seems that Kenji is my only realistic option for a date today. No! No! Kenji route is real! No! This is the most depressing thing that has ever happened to me since I had a heart attack because a girl confessed her love to me. It can't be helped. Bros before hoes. I don't know, really. I don't have anything to do, I guess. But a fort seems a bit excessive. You sure you don't want to go outside? It's not like visitors won't come to the dorms today. He looks thunderstruck by this revelation. Damn, might have a point. This place is not safe today. We must find somewhere to hide in. He falls silent for a moment, thinking. The roof! What about it? We are going to hide out on the roof for today. It's the perfect place. Nobody ever goes up there. Meet me there in 1 hour. I have to prepare. He slams the door shut and the locks click closed. Damn, what the hell is wrong with Kenji? And to think I'm now going along with his craziness really makes me depressed. I feel like a failure. Wait, so we are really into Kenji's route? Once I step outside, the din for the crowd greets me. The whole school is bustling with activity. There are stalls everywhere. And the crowd swarming between them is considerable. I didn't expect the festival to attract so many visitors. I admit the people in charge put a lot of effort into it, and it really shows. People seem to be enjoying themselves, and the atmosphere is colorful, bright and happy. That is, if I weren't suddenly in such a fall mood. At the moment, it's more annoying than anything else. Can't be helped, I decide to stick with my original plan and eat. Now we can eat unhealthy food without Amy scolding us. Yay. Then I guess I have to at least see what Kenji's up to on the roof. I do a slow circle around the grounds to kill some time, looking at the stalls, but not feeling like playing any of the games anymore. The girlish colors grind my eyes and I feel more and more ill by the minute. I can't even decide what I want to eat, and the large selection combined with the masses of energetic festival visitors isn't helping. Depressing music. Yeah, we're alone. No girl. I just head towards the nearest stall that seems to offer something halfway edible and get in line. Turns out to be noodles. If Lily doesn't pop up, we are probably on the wake crap route. Please, Lily, save us. I should have gone with her in since I was in time. It also turns out to be not very good. At least it's nourishment. It's not like I demand anything else at this point. As I stir my disagreeable noodles, I idly wondered what the others are doing right now. Shizune and Misha are definitely somewhere organizing things. I'd better steer clear of them. I guess they wouldn't forgive me so easily for leaving them alone with this thing. I expected Amy to be buzzing all over the place, being depressingly cheerful. There's no chance to find her, but no chance to avoid her either, so it doesn't matter. Lily would probably be helping her class with festival event. Wait, we didn't help her class. Maybe we need to help her class to be able to find, to enter Lily's route. And entirely too busy for another's company. Hanako wouldn't want to talk to anyone anyway, either keeping to herself or helping Lily. Reed should be tending to a mural and is probably being unhelpful to any hypothetical interest parties. No girls. Is giving hints on the roots? Oh, you're right, maybe. No, not really though, I don't think the... For example, Demi is a hint. But got some ideas. Going there for some peace and quiet seems like the nicest option of the above. But then again, I can't see having art forced on me rising my mood either, so I will pass. While I was lost in thought, my food seems to have disappeared, and so has my hunger. I guess I just blocked out the experience of eating. Which should be a good thing. Satiated but unsatisfied, I turn to walk towards the main school building. An hour has almost passed already. The crowd is even thicker in here than it was outside. The hallways are almost unbearable, and I don't even dare to think what it's like inside the classrooms. I head up the stairs to my destination, the roof. Thankfully the door at the top isn't locked, but now there's a handwritten sign on it. Off limits. Don't mind if I don't! Wait! That's a pretty sick writing. Let me screenshot it. Don't mind if I don't. The festival noise is surprisingly muted up there, and the rooftop looks deserted as expected. Near a place where the cyclone fence has collapsed, there is a pile of blankets that seems oddly out of place. Wait, did that pile just move a little? That would be strange, as there is no wind at all. I carefully stick my hand out and give it an experimental prod. Ah! Startled, I jump back. What is it? God damn it, Kenji, it's me! Oh, damn, you scared me, man! So, what are we doing up there? We are having a picnic! I prefer a picnic with Amy. What? Yeah, I have a blanket, pretzel and whiskey. This is the ultimate setup, man! Whiskey. Aren't you a bit too young to drink alcohol? I'm 20, you know, who's 20? You're not. I am so, and so are you. What? That's absurd. Hey, at least you get something out of it. All I get is this bottle of whiskey. He's rambling incoherently, but I decide to play along. So, why do you have a bottle of whiskey? My mom couldn't come visit for the festival, so she sent me some expensive single malt instead. Thanks for reminding me I'm single. Game. A likely story. Want some? It's not like I have anything to lose. This day can't possibly get worse. Can it? Why not? Yeah, let's get drunk with the boy. With the bro. We sit down on the pile of blankets, Kenji apparently dragged up there. He produced an almost full bottle of whiskey and passes it to me. You didn't even bring glasses? No, this is not some romantic princess picnic. What the hell, man? This is a manly picnic. Wait, I'm kinda enjoying the Kenji route. And before his out dies, would be the perfect ending. Screenshot, good. No glasses. No napkins, whiskey only, the beverage of true men. Whatever. And pretzels. I take a closer look on the bottle. 12-year-old single malt whiskey, as he said. Shrugging my shoulders, I take a swig. Bursts my throat like acid, but the taste isn't unpleasant. Dies of cringe. No items, folks only, final destination. Alcohol only. I feel it going straight to my head, and the aftertaste lingers on the back of my mouth, craving for another swing. We should outline our counter-offensive and trash-talk woman here, where they can't hear us. Damn, I forgot to bring my graphs. I decide to play a drinking game with myself. No, no, don't do it, you will get drunk. Every time Kenji mentions female conspiracy, I take as a wig. He's getting drunk in 2 minutes. 4 or 5 hours, or possibly several days later. I lost track. Oh, that's awesome. We had to CG with them. Wow. And we can see him a little drunk. Does Kenji really need to be drunk though? You shouldn't feel bad, man. He's the fuck up, seriously. Relax, goddammit. I'm telling it as I see it. Think about it. When did housing and land start becoming more expensive? When women began entering their workforce because it created a 2-income nuclear families. Yeah, I forgot my graphs, but you just have to take my word for it. Women are connected to the decay of our society. I see. That's kind of hard to believe. Even if I say that, somehow everything Kenji says seems to make more sense now. Wait! Are we getting brainwashed by Kenji? Or it's only because we are drunk? It's not like he's blushing! Oh. Kenji is kawaii. The bromance. Oh, just chilling. It all fits together, but I don't know if it's because he can explain things more clearly when drunk, or because I understand everything better when drunk. No man, think of the deeper implications! People could afford to start saying, oh well, since 2 members of the family are now earning money as opposed to 1, they can surely afford something like rising cost of ownership. Oh, I see your point, but land in Japan has always been expensive. And the price of land generally goes up when a country starts undergoing industrialization. But no, it's because of women! Correlation equals causation, you know? I thought correlation didn't equal causation. Well, whatever, maybe you're right. I always right! Yeah, I bet women created industrialization too, to cover their tracks! Diabolical! So yeah, everyone could go fuck themselves! He stands up, impressing me because I'm very sure I couldn't even if I wanted. He yells extremely loudly, as if he's lost the concept of volume. I wince and almost want to cover my ears. Ah! How nice it would be if I could ever been down there, but no! You see, thinking like that is a trap. You think you're missing out on something, but at the end of that road is nothing but despair. Kenji snatches back the bottle and leans back on his head, attempting to pour the alcohol in his mouth, but just ends up drenching himself in it. Damn it! See, my aim is stable, and the bad thing about drinking is that it only gets worse the longer you go. Today is the day of despair. His voice immediately drops to almost a whisper, but he starts talking much faster than before, slightly slurring his words from the whiskey. He has a drinking problem. Wait, since we are so drunk now, probably, yeah, we lost the drinking game. He talked too much about women. As he talks, he waves the bottle around, spilling some of it here and there. Yeah, you know, what was the most shocking event in my life? I have a hazy recollection of him telling about the second most shocking event in his life, which was a bird pooping on his head. I don't have particularly great expectation of this, but I know that him to continue anyway. You wouldn't think it, but I had a girlfriend here once. What a twist! I wasn't expecting Kenji to have a girlfriend. I think it was last year. Yeah, just blew your mind, huh? See, I have never told that to anyone. It's true, the thought does blow my mind. Suddenly I want a bottle. I take it from Kenji and knock back as much as I can. I was more innocent back then. I thought she was sane, unlike most women. But then one day, we engaged in sexual intercourse. It was pretty okay, but then immediately following the event, that is the point of all such things, something strange and scary happened. Wait, was that a boy? Are you sure it's whiskey? What if she was a boy? He throws himself against the fence, leaning on it. His eyes narrowed. Ah, no, never mind. She wasn't a girl, right? I started feeling incredibly tired and sleepy. This isn't normal, man. What the fuck? I mean, normally that would be a high-tension, adrenaline-pumping moment of anyone's life, but my energy levels were dropping like a brick. Something sinister was in the works. I could feel it. That is when I knew that women are dangerous, sapping the life force of all men through the one commodity that is almost solely theirs to control. Sickening. Yeah, you're better off, dude. Did the girl give him something to drink to make him sleep because she was so fed up? I don't know. Oh, she was a succubus? I don't see where's a problem. Kenji was right. This really is a day of despair. I drink more to avoid having to process what he just said. Now, I'm the last sane man in an insane world. When other people realize it, there will be a war. A great war between men and the forces of feminism. But the problem is, not all men would fight on my side. Shit sucks. I could set the bar kinda low. Any men are fine. But not the dudes raised by their mom or their sister. That's for sure. And nobody into... Ah, yes! Nobody into dick girl porn! That's not traps. I think that's not traps. The situation seems unlikely to me. Like, it wouldn't happen. Like, it's not very likely to happen. Yeah, that one, Fado. The alcohol must be working. No, I know it's called. I just prefer not to say the name. Regardless, I still feel depressed that I'm up here today. I wasn't really looking forward to the festival with the same excitement as the rest of the school, but still. I'm talking to Kenja, okay. Well, I don't think we can expect any safe for work in this stream, so... Would have been nice to have gone with someone. Okay, wait. Just to say, I'm not into food, okay? I definitely, absolutely not into that. Just a fun fact. Would have been nice to have gone with someone. From up here, it certainly sounded like everyone is having fun. Maybe I'm missing out. It's just that there was no one I could have gone with. Wait, other fun fact, since we are here, and we touched the argument of the futa. I hate when I'm reading an hentai, okay? I forgot to read the tags, and suddenly you see there's a cute girl, oh, that's nice. And suddenly the girl, hey, you know what? I was born with a penis, and I do, nope, I nope out of there. Right away. I hate when it happens, okay? You should always read the tags. Always read the fucking tags, okay? That's an unforgettable trauma. That's why you read the tags first, rule number 1. Yeah, you're right. Good damn it. My bad. I'm not the maximum expert in navigating hentai, so I can do rookie mistakes. It's just that there was no one I could ever go with. Or maybe there was. So many opportunities looking back at it now. And I must have squandered so many of them. Damn, this is true despair. The worst part is that sometimes I feel like I have no choices in my life, you know? Wait, is this a fourth wall joke where I have the choices? What's worse though, Futa or NTR? I never read NTR, so I don't know how bad it can be, honestly. I don't like the Futa, but I don't know the NTR. I think the NTR though, even if I never read any of those. Like, I never have a chance to make a decision. Shit just happens. Like it was all... Wait! Are we getting meta? Is he getting aware? Wait! Like it was all programmed, like fate or something. Like there is no way I can have a say in what I do. Quick, ask me a question! Now! I can't really... See? This is just another example of it! Damn, shit, damn, you see? Now, when I'm trying to go against my destiny and take charge of my life, the opportunity isn't even there. Damn, man, you failed me. Failed me for the last time, jerk. And he fucking dies. When this is getting so meta. Kenji is the most insane but also sane character in the game. He slides to his knees and then falls over his side, lying on the gravel of the roof. Hey, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Can't you see I'm in despair? He's speaking in a sarcastic tone. Suddenly, Kenji sits up, clumsily pats himself clean, and puts his hand out towards me to reach for the bottle. I put it in his hand. What the hell? Damn, you killed almost the entire bottle. See, it's like I have no option in life. Is this how it's going to be for the rest of time? Well, I'm pretty sure it's nothing to be like that for the rest of time. Whatever he's talking about, my head is spinning. I get up and lean against the fence, hoping it will help me focus a little. Yeah, I know, we have to fight the power with all we got. It's the only way to live. You're an alright guy. This brotherly bond is what keeps me going in those dark times. We should go trolling women. Screenshot, sure. A rolling woman? Trolling woman! Trolling for women! But we have to do it now, before I lose this alcohol-related courage. Wait! Are we going to troll every character in this ending? He's gesturing wildly, madly even. I take a step backwards. He takes a step forward. What's the matter with you? Not in the mood for love? To be frank, no. I take another step backward. He takes another step forward. He leans in extremely uncomfortably close. What the hell? Stop leaning like that, it bothers me. Leaning in like what? Hey, you shouldn't lean against a fence like that, it's kind of unsafe. That's how the game is gonna end. We fall down the gate. I try to move away from Kenji, but my balance isn't so good. Reeling from the dizziness, I grab at one of the fence posts, but then feel it give way as soon as I put my weight on it. This isn't good, though my alcohol adult brain doesn't seem to be quite capable of registering why. Kenji's face seems to be becoming smaller though, which is a bit of a relief. Much smaller in fact, and rapidly so. There seems to be a bit of wind now. Somehow it makes me feel almost weightless. I feel dazed, like my mind has gone blank. Am I falling? I can see the night sky as I turn over in there. The bottle floats out of my fingertips and disappears into the thin air as I fall. I realize that this is the fitting end to a truly, truly bad day. That's how it ends. We fucking die. We beat the game! Achievement, manly picnic. It's called the Kenji ending. Of course, it's Kenji ending. Why? Okay, best ending so far. Sure, let's keep. Yeah, okay. We missed the Lily's route. We are starting all over again, but this time, if we can't go into Lily's route, we are saying yes to Rin, okay? This time, if we won't get the Lily's route, we are getting into Rin's route. So, introducing to class, doesn't matter. I probably won't again, because I will get further from Shizune and Misha. So the Kenji route is real. At least it was short. Last option. I'm sorry, talking too much with the Kenji voice made my throat a little sour. Give me a second. Okay, maybe I cleared my voice a little. I think I got everything I need to know. Let's get the last option. I can't think of any question. Ah, that means we've been good guides, doesn't it? Doesn't it? If you say so. Misha positively beams, and so does Shizune after a quick translation. I shake my head at there is somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm, and shift my focus on the food. Okay. Now, Kenji, we got your ending, don't worry. Now we are playing against them, right? Interesting how the start of the game is only Misha and Shizune, and in the other routes they disappear. We're gonna lose anyway. There's no third option. Lily! We don't have any option with her. In the library we meet Hanako. And now what do we do with Hanako? I think the first gives Lily points. But Lily is not in our class. It's another class. I need to keep it in mind though, yeah. Here though, the first one gives Hanako points, but getting close to Hanako means also getting close to Lily, so... Let's go with being sorry here. Yeah, you're right, Zoro, I was thinking the same. Avoid make her uncomfortable, so let's be kind with her. Hello, Kenji again. Okay, now about... Wait. Same question about Hanako if she was cute, right? Yeah. If I say she was cute, maybe I'm going into her route. I'm getting close to Hanako, but not that close. I would say not. Okay, then. Okay, wait, this is new. Wait, we never got this choice? This is new? Now that I realize we didn't get also the choice between Lily and Shizune, right? So... We finish with time to spare. I think where to eat. There is Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about the restaurant. Are they arguing for the fun of it? Then he notices Hanako. When I watch Hanako, feels that I'm the only one who can see her. Is she being bullied? She hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. She's waiting for Lily. Okay, I'm not going with Shizune and Misha. So, I feel like the first one I'm getting further from Shizune and Misha. Though we never got this choice, right? Maybe because the first time we got by default one of those. The first one. Yeah. Hey, hello? Amy? Misha. Rin. We're getting everyone. I feel like we were in the right way though before with Lily. We went to the city with her. Now let's not be wait. This time we say yes. Because I'm not locking into Amy's route. I can just not run with her. I'm gonna be more serious. Also, I don't know if this matters on Lily, but being more responsible also is something that Lily does. Yes. So now we go one morning to run with Lily, with Amy. But this time we are not gonna overdo, otherwise we enter Amy's route. Ah yeah, there's also a naked Kenji. I'm lucky there was no anti-scene with Kenji in the route. Oh wait, hey, here. Okay, we are now in the discussion between Shizune and Lily. Where Lily didn't complete a document for the festival because she's fucking blind and Shizune can't understand it. So yeah, let's cover for Lily, of course. Okay, I feel like we are in the right way. I hope we are going to the city again. We are running with Emi. This time, we take it easy. Otherwise, we enter Emi's route. I let go Emi with her own pace, and she doesn't show mercy, pulling half a lap ahead of me in an instant. I don't blame her. I mean, it's not as if I'm really putting up any sort of real fight out there, is it? Instead, I'm just running at a steady pace, which is what I should be doing, right? There's no need to go pushing my limits at this stage of the game. God, is this even worth it? That was a nice screenshot moment. As we finish the second lap, I break off again. Emi keeps going, and it almost seems like she's disappointed. Well, that's stupid. I don't have anything to prove to her. Come to think of it, I've got nothing to prove to myself either. I'm just fine the way I am. And what I'm not is a runner. This is probably a bad idea. Maybe there's something else I can do instead of this. Getting up early sucks, yeah, I know. There's got to be some other way to keep healthy. Yeah, definitely out of Emi's route. Walking maybe. Nice afternoon walks. Yeah, that sounds good. Running isn't for me. Oh, it went back. Wait, you can scroll back? You can scroll back the dialogue? I never found it. Wow. Pretty cool. I wonder if we can go back on choices too. I wave to Emi and head back to my room. I'll think of something else later. And now we are free from Emi. Oh, now we are eating with Emi though. So we are still kinda close to Emi. Okay, now we are going to the city with Lily. So I feel like we are in the right way now. Did we mess up this choice, maybe? Sure, why not? I'm saving here. Just to avoid replay everything. I feel like the first one is right, though. I feel like the first one is right. Also worked with Emi, too. She discovered our problem, and we got close. So I still think the first one is right. Let's go. Now we are resuming where we stopped during stream. I feel like that was the wrong answer. Okay, listen. We do one load, then if nothing happens, we go to with Rin's route. Yeah, definitely Kenji route. Okay. Second one. Also. Interesting. We can go back in dialogue, but we can't change our answers. Interesting. So, now Lily realized we don't walk very well, because we have another condition, but this time we are hiding it from her. There's nothing to worry about, the hill is just surprisingly steep, don't you think? I wonder what I have to school, the school's way up here anyway. Don't we have students in wheelchairs and everything? Indeed. Lily's forehead wrinkles in concern, and I don't really want her to have that kind of fun expression over me. We barely know each other. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Not that you can find a place like this wherever, I guess, but it makes me wonder what they were thinking. My voice is overly calm. Sounds weird to my own ear, and I speak way too fast. I briefly consider how much Lily can sense from someone's voice alone. Let's continue. We are almost there anyway. For the rest of the way back to the school, we all remain silent. Nothing? It's the same. Wait. No, this is different. Okay, now, whatever happens, we lock in, okay? No loading back. No loading back. The route we get is the final route. After 10 minutes of restlessly shuffling in her seat and trying to read, Hanako closes her book and leaves too. Suddenly back on her route. Every route is interesting to me, actually. So I wouldn't mind any character. I'm very interested about Rin, though. This is some weird butterfly effect. I know, that's how visual novel works, weirdly. The assignment is all but finished, and there is nothing else to do in the classroom. I just got straight to my room and read for the rest of the day. Read. That was a fast day. Kenji. Wait! We didn't even get to Rin! That's fucked up. Well, we died twice today, nice. Why did we miss the Rin route? At this point... Wait, that was... That... Which did I load? Okay. At this point, we're going to Rin's route, okay? Or at least we see what happens here. But yeah, we're going Rin's route this time. We will have plenty of time to try the others. And find the others. Wait! The options switch? This was on top before. Wow, what a twist. Also, we are not even sure that not choosing this option enters Rin's route, even if it sounds pretty probable. So who knows? Okay, yeah, I'm interested in the art club. Guess I'm a little interested in the art club. I blurted it out, partially inadvertently. What do you mean? Nothing specific. Because we missed the event of helping Lily's class, right? What did we do to miss it? Of course I don't want to see any guide. Because we're trying the options, it doesn't take too much time and it's also fun. I wonder if I could camp by some time, even if it's just to observe or something. I've been thinking that I should join some club or something, so... It's in no way a premeditated move, but a vague sense of determination has really been building inside of me for this past week. I feel filled with determination. I want to do something, I want to belong somewhere. It might be as well the art club, my shortcomings notwithstanding. Maybe picking the aggressive option with Shizune in the first choice. Would that change anything? Did that matter? Okay. I'm pretty sure we are gonna have some problems finding other routes, so we are gonna discover it by trying and retrying. Again, doesn't take a lot of time. Differently from Stains Gate. The teacher seems pleased. Oh, you want to join? We always welcome new people, of course. Club meetings are normal enough. We study various aspects of fine arts and try our hands at them as well. Orfit gives an embarrassed cough, but Rin doesn't seem to mind. Does she ever mind? I take a small amount of comfort from the fact I'm not only the only one with vocabulary difficulties in this school. Nomiya rebounds from his Faux Pass. What was the Faux Pass? An embarrassing or tactless act of remark in a social situation. Okay. Yeah, I might have heard this one once. Okay, here. By theatrically checking the time from his huge gleaming pocket watch and slaps his forehead even more theatrically. I really must take my leave now, but if you have questions, I'm sure Tezuka can clarify. Somehow mentioning clarify and Rin in the same sentence doesn't feel right. It's pronounced faux pas. Oh wait, I can... Faux pas. Why English is a weird language? Okay, maybe because that's not an English word. Faux pas. However, I don't say as much to the teacher, since he seems to be in a hurry. It's French. Ah, okay, makes sense. Felt like French. Wait, that doesn't feel a 5-second delay, though. You answered to me right away, but I have a 5-second delay, wow. Wow, you're super fast. Tezuka, I'm pleased to see that this little project is going so well. I just stopped to remind you to not run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well. I hope I see you on Monday then, Nakai. Sure? As long as I don't die with Genji. The teacher leaves, and we are left by ourselves again. Rin is still painting as if nothing notable happened. Since nothing in fact did, I am left wondering what on earth is wrong with me. Art and I haven't worked well together in the past, at least judging from the grades I used to have in middle school. Maybe a club will be different than an obligatory class. Who knows? I try to come up with something meaningful to ask about it, but to no avail. I just go to a club meeting and see how it goes. So, he invited some people tomorrow just to check out your painting? He has a lot of art people friends. They like to talk about art. I think he wants me to talk about art with them. Somehow I get the feeling that you aren't so thrilled about it. Rin shrugs non-committally, but it still gives an impression of a general displeasure at the idea of having to discuss her painting. Or any painting with other people. I don't really like talking about art. It is really a way to talk without talking, so why bother talking about it? Oh, I understand how she feels. I understand. It's like saying, oh yeah, in this painting the author wanted to showcase the emotional attachment of the spirit of extremism during the third process of evaluation. They say nothing after all. Say, that's a picture of a man in front of a house. Is it that hard? I can understand that. It's like being bored and talking about being bored because you are bored. She knows. We need to marry Rin. Suddenly I don't care about Lily anymore. We need to marry Rin, okay? All the way. I don't get the reference. Giovanni dimmi cosa vedi, or does this painting need to be seen from close up or far away? Ah. Okay. You know how it's me and culture, right? I'm not following you. Have you ever talked about being bored? It's pointless and not very exciting. All you can really say is, I'm so bored. I once spent a week trying to think of something meaningful to say about boredness. She has a better line later on. Okay, let's see. It was the most boring week I've ever had. But that's pretty fitting, don't you think? It gives me a look, the laconic kind that looks like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. Wait, laconic. Laconic, using very few words. Okay. Let me screenshot it. Nice. Anyway, I don't know, I guess I just really can come up with anything to say about art. I mean, like this one you're doing now, I have no idea what to think about it, except that it looks nice. What is the painting about? It's not about anything at all. That's what I'd like to say. So I did. But that was a small lie. I said it anyway because I would kind of like it to be true. Teacher wanted me to do this, but I didn't have any ideas. I tried to have some, but nothing happened. So now this is a painting without any ideas. I'm thinking... could be interesting to make a game without an idea. A game without a base script. A game without... like for us... a small gem of, I don't know, making a very short game about without any idea in mind. Let me save it. You just described Parachain! No! That's true! That's true! Well, yeah, the idea was that everyone goes with their own ideas, but there's still an idea involved, right, for each person. But what are you painting then? No idea. Come to think of it, I think I call this no idea. Oh, now I started thinking again. This is bad. Thinking is not a good idea, right? She shakes her head vigorously for a while, trying to shake thinking out of her head. That amber red hair flies widely around. Whee! Whee! Amy kinda looks like an owl. Big eyes, messy hair, turns her head a lot. Yeah, ooh. This is why I had Amy help me. She makes it easy to not think about anything. You know, how she just talks about nothing for hours. It's like her head is made of bubblegum foam bat jelly. You're kinda same, but not really. It's very helpful if you stay here. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not. It's probably neither, with Rim being the overtly neutral person she is. So, is there anything specific you'd like me to do to make you not think? Just be. So, without knowing what I should do, I just sit on an empty box to watch her continue with the painting, idly leafing the pages of the beer-drinking book. Wait, was the beer-drinking book foreshadowing of the Kenji ending? Fit jump scare. Rin has a serene expression on her face, her dark green eyes hiding what she might think behind them. No wait, she's supposedly not thinking anything, right? She quietly hums to a tune, ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta, interrupting every now and then with polite requests for more paint or another kind of brush. Her concentration is admirable, even though she seems to be sleep-deprived and under pressure to finish the job. Inch by inch, the painting gains more form, details being added on top of details, colors entwining with each other, filling the empty spaces, growing on top of each other. And he's humming Walking 5. How do you hum Walking 5? I find myself thinking about inspiration and motivation to create art again. Where does one get ideas? They don't come out of nowhere, and I don't think there are muses that magically inject some inspiration in your head. Oh. That's an interesting topic. Personally, ideas for games, I get them while thinking usually about a specific restricted theme. It mostly happened during game jams, actually. Meanwhile, inspiration for things to put inside a game, it came while listening to music. I listen to music, I think, oh, that music would be pretty cool in a game. Now I think about a game idea I already had. I try to link that music to the game idea I had, and suddenly a new scenario appears, and I think, oh, that would be very cool if that happened in the game. Usually the ending part. That's how I got the ending for Respawn Banter. A pretty good inspiring music. Well, not right away actually. First, I got an inspiration from a music, from a thing to place in a game. Then later, I liked the idea and tried to expand it, and found another inspiration music which was more fitting. You know what was the first idea I got for the ending of Respawn Banter, which is completely not spoiler? That you need to hold on in the bathroom of the evil lord, of the antagonist, until he surrenders. You need to occupy the bathroom while talking to Leven all the time. You have a very long banter with Leven until the evil lord surrenders, since he can't go to the bathroom. That was the first idea for ending. Well, for the ending section, not ending. Ideas having an origin and a purpose. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Rin is lying about her mural, or at least twisting the truth. Maybe she doesn't even realize it herself. You can't do anything creative without having an idea of what you're going to create. Would go against the definition. Every stroke must be decided to be drawn, even if it's made at random. Then that too is a conscious decision. So her painting, even this one, must be based on having some deliberate goals or idea of what to paint. If Rin's idea is to have no idea, as she said, does that count as having an idea? A logical paradox? That seems to be Rin's modus operandi for most normal interactions, so it wouldn't surprise me if she hadn't even noticed this herself. I wonder if I should bring it up, but I'm not sure if I want to engage in an argument about logic with this girl. One of us would probably end up short-circuiting fairly quickly, so I discard the thought. Rin is squirming and shuffling restlessly. Even her usual blank visage breaks occasionally into pretty difficult-looking expressions, the kind that one doesn't just come up with accidentally. Everything alright? Yes, no. My back started hurting again. This painting is too big after all, and it's hard to paint in this position. Want to take a break? After I finish this part. Of course, she doesn't take a break, and I don't bring it up again because that would be completely and utterly pointless. I'm thinking... we are into Rin's route, so I need to check Twitch terms and conditions, because I don't know if you can show feeds on stream. Not mine! I mean Rin's feeds, which will probably appear. Well, as long as they are in a game, I think it's allowed. I don't think they count as nudity, so I think they can be allowed. I need to check beforehand, because that will sure definitely happen. We've already seen them. Ah, you're right. Well, from the picture it's not really fetishized, so I don't think it's a problem at all. For now. For now. Rin continues her work as I stay with her. I like to watch her paint, and I'm going to be a member of the same club she's in now. Oh. And it's night. When she declares that the mural to be finished, it's already so dark that I have no idea how she can tell. There is no celebration, no general sense of job well done, just tired and laconic, I'm done. And then we go both to sleep. Next day, I can... Oh, this is the day of the festival, right? Because in the festival now, I joined the art club, so I guess I'll go with them. You did what? I joined the art club. Man, that was a bad move. Really bad. You don't know what kind of girls there are in the art club. Troubled, angsty cuties who tears your heart out and eat it raw. Well, I know one art club member, and I don't really see Rin suddenly becoming a psychotic murderer. I kinda do, actually. That seems unlikely. Don't say that. Don't fool yourself. You have no idea what you're dealing with here. Man, they are the worst kind. They drag you in all this fancy shit, and when you least expect it, BAM! BAM what? Genji seems slightly fades at my skepticism, but not any less loony. It doesn't matter. Wait, loony. A mad or silly person? Okay. Not less silly. Ah, Looney Tunes! That's what it means! Wait. I'm starting to get it. Looney Tunes! Now it makes sense. It doesn't matter. Tread carefully, man. Tread carefully. He fingers his scarf nervously, faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire, then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. You've ascended now! Yeah, you know the feeling when you understand that what a name means, and you finally get it. It was like that all this time! I'm going to have to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay? Later, dude. We know what he's doing. The happy hubbub of the crowd greets me as I push myself through the main door and step outside. The school grounds were transformed into festival grounds over yesterday and this morning. Colorful stands line at the main walkways from the main entrance to the school building. Don't come to school tomorrow is much less foreboding in Japanese school. Yeah, we're not in America at least. And Kenji isn't really the quiet kid. He's the weird kid. Some people are still carrying stuff to and fro. From. I suppose that's a way to say from. But behind most counters are relaxed students who look like they are good to go. Most of the other students have been up early to finish the preparations. A feeling of guilt passes through me, but it soon goes away. I'm just a lonely transfer student, after all. Some visitors are already strolling around the grounds. There are some young families with perturbated parents trying to keep up with their over-enthusiastic offspring. A few students of our own accompanied by their parents, and a lot of all the young people who are here for no reason I can imagine. The carry-on bursts into life as the principal's squeaky voice announces the opening of the festival over the public announcement system. Everyone applauds politely, if a bit unenthusiastically. A school festival. We didn't really have festivals at my old high school. Feels old-fashioned, especially considering the school I came from, but it's still somewhat exciting. Yeah, it's mostly a Japanese thing, right? Here in Italy we don't have any sort of festival. We got some... In my middle school, the Waldorf school, we got some festivals. But of course they weren't nearly as huge as this one because we got like 5 persons for each classroom. We got a maximum of 50 students in total. So the festivals, even if they were pretty small. We got some shows. Wait. We were reciting some. Let's see. We were doing some recital, maybe. It's recital. Yeah, we were acting in front of the parents. Like 2 times. And then we got some small mini games. Mini games, it's you throw a ball and they give you useless gifts. Gifts they want to get rid of. Like a dehumidificator I won once. That's so stupid. And they sold cookies made by elementary school students. So there was also child labor at the Waldorf school. A day off feels sweet after the first week of hard work, despite me lying on the hospital bed for 4 months prior to this. I recall even wishing that I could go to math lessons during my stint at the hospital. I can't remember the program for the festival, even though Mutu went through it during class just the other day. I step up the dorm steps, intending to take a tour around the grounds to see all the stuff the others have set up. But I only make it down the bottom of the stairs. Hey! A few people are studying Rin's mural on the wall. So now that I discovered this trick, I find it funny. And the artist herself is lounging on the sidelines, leaning against the wall and looking extremely bored and mildly under the weather. Good morning. Hello. How it's going? Nowhere. I'm stuck. What do you mean stuck? Help me, step is out, I'm stuck. I mean, I can't walk stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday. Are we going to bite or carry her, or maybe it's a little too early? Does it hurt? It's hard to say. Maybe. The strain of working on the mural was greater than she let me know. I thought it was just a bit of tired muscles or something. I mean to ask something further, but Rin swiftly moves on another topic. Teacher's friends came by. Then they headed into town for lunch and asked me to go. It was a good thing my legs hurt so much. But you're stuck sitting here? That's not good. I'll just wait till I can walk again. It should be either sooner or later if you think about it for a while. Teacher was happy I finished the mural. It should be. But I wonder if it's finished after all. Huh? I thought yesterday that I had done everything, but now I'm not sure anymore. Oh, that's actually a feeling I get a lot while doing my games. When I'm ready to deploy it, I think, am I forgetting something? Is there something vital I'm forgetting? Usually it doesn't happen, but there are bugs sometimes. I should paint more details. Maybe. Probably. It's hard to decide. Finished or not, the mural looks great in broad daylight. Fit jump scare again. Various human body parts, repeated over and over, is widely mutating. In a widely mutating, most disfigured variety are the main element. They are rough looking, as if thoughtlessly placed and rudimentarily painted, but a great deal of thought and care has gone into each and every one of them. What is this guy with a fish in the head? Is it Beta Blobert? Does this one have a frog growing out of his head? Oh wait, it's a frog. It's a goldfish. No, it's a fish. Never mind. What's that? Oh, nudity! It's art though, so I think it... You know, just in case. Here. What is that? It's nothing. The one on the right though is weird. There's a guy with a teeth below his mouth. That's weird. Anyway, the wall is so wide, I have to turn my neck from side to side to see the entire painting. It's hard to consider it a single piece. The elements don't seem to fit together, but I guess they do create some kind of whole. Abstract as it is, I have no idea what it's supposed to be portraying. But it looks nice. That's enough for me. I settle myself next to Rin, leaning against the wall like she does. The happy noises of the festival are becoming louder as more and more folks enter the grounds. The dorms are far from the main attraction in the main building, and the stands around the courtyard. The building and the stands around the courtyard. so most visitors have not found their way here yet. A somewhat bored expression settles on Rin's face, making her look detached from everything that's going around her. She's being awfully quiet. Maybe that's for the best. I wonder if she's in pain. So, what did the art people say about your mural? My question wakes Rin from her daydreaming. She lazily turns her face towards me. I'm not sure. I think they liked it. Maybe they did. What about you? Are you happy with the mural? Cause I kind of participated. Would be terrible if you were unhappy. Rin tilts her head, biting her lower lip. I think it came out decently. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just... is. I guess I'm alright at being empty-minded. Is this expression new? She's... for a moment kinda seems a little sad. Can I ask you something else? What does the painting really portray? I thought about it yesterday when you said that it doesn't portray anything. But that's a logical fallacy, right? You can't make something out of nothing. Not even art. Rin frowns and turns her head back towards the clouds. I don't know, I'm not really good at explaining things. It's just a mural. There is nothing special to it. I said it already. She sounds annoyed at my inquiries. I didn't know what I would paint, so I decided to paint just a mural. It's a mural that portrays a mural. No wait, I just thought up a better way to say it. It portrays itself. It insists upon itself, huh? So its muralness is at the maximum, at least as far as I can do. So if you think it has a meaning, I think that's the same as this one has. That makes no sense. Meaning, I feel the corners of my mouth turning upwards into a smile that is just a tiny bit bordered. Oh, that's a full picture. I never understood art in the deepest meaning of the word. I get the basics, how art is supposed to be only a means for exchanging ideas and thoughts. However, I never learned how I should interpret a piece of art, to somehow divide what the artist intends to say through it. I know it's not any special skill, but somehow my brain never can connect art with anything else than what I see. All I see is a mural. I can admire the technical skill, after all. Even I know the difference between bad art and mediocre art. Mediocre art and good art. That's as far as I can go. Don't ask me about meanings, Rin. Her reply sure made me reluctant to ask her about any further detail. What are you doing when you get on your feet? Nothing. Nothing, but there's the festival. Don't you want to go have some fun? I'm fine like this. You don't like socializing much, do you? Oh, we are getting so well together then. I think I'm arguing more for her than for myself at this point. It's not that I'm particularly thrilled about the festival either. Just a bit curious to see what it's like. And that's about it. Her answer is unsurprising. No, I don't. I guess me neither in the end. Perfect. Let's marry. You should go if you want to. I know, but I can keep you company. I'm not used to all this just yet, so it's okay to take it easy. Rin, fun, what is that? I wonder how are we going into a relationship, because I don't feel like she's the type of a relationship. Okay, maybe I can see how it's going. Is how... Hey, I think I love you. Do you want to be my girlfriend? She shrugs her shoulders. Well, I have nothing better to do, sure. And that's how we were married. I can leave though if you want to be alone. I like it if you are here. We circle around each other with words, but eventually end up somewhere. Her saying that makes me feel oddly happy, so I stay. That's how I met your mother. Well, Talk about good luck. An introvert meeting another introvert. That's a never in a lifetime event, probably. Her presence is something I like too. The odd warm aura of serenity that she seems to emanate makes it comfortable to be silent. I really like it. We watch people walk by, the two of us silent, everyone else chattering happily among themselves. Students are leading their families to the dorms to show their rooms. They pass us and the mural, maybe glance at it once or twice. An impossible introvert can't meet an introvert. Wouldn't be introvert. You're right. But by sheer chance, maybe they can end up with one another and yeah, they will leave right after, so maybe you've got a point. I pay less attention to them and more to my companion, trying to figure my way past their cryptic, unreadable wall of a face. Rin's eyes flicker restlessly, from one person to another as they walk by. Is she waiting for people to stop at the mural, maybe secretly hoping someone would comment on it? I don't think anyone would assume she was the artist. We're just sitting here like a pair of hobos after all, and she doesn't even have hands. I wonder if it's even in Rin's style to fish for compliments. She seems so aloof. More people walk by, some of them pointing their fingers at the mural, exchanging words that I can't make out. Someone drops a snow cone on his shoe. Too bad for him. Everyone seems to like it. I suggested tentatively, throwing a topic in the stale summer air separating us. Rin doesn't answer right away, but now I'm mostly used to her occasional slowness when she must talk. It's like she takes a great care picking her words, which is really unbelievable when you consider the jumble that comes out of her mouth. I wanted to make it so you can just look at it without thinking. Then I realized that it doesn't make any sense, so it became something like a mix of this and that. From far away, looks like someone vomited a herd of butterflies on the wall, which is exactly what the obnoxious president person didn't want. Is that word that? What word? That. What is the word for more than one butterfly? Butterflies? Maybe a... you mean like storm, murder, flock? I don't know. Butterflies? No, like a herd or school or heap, okay. A swarm? But that's... because they are bugs, right? So a group of bugs is a swarm. I never thought about it. Okay, what's a heap though? I know herd is of sheep, school of fishes, heap. Let's see. It's group. Heap group. A group of things placed down, lying in one on another. Maybe that's it. A group of bugs is a glitch. And a group of glitch is a cringe game. Oh, I don't know, a flock maybe? Maybe people like butterfly vomit? Rin looks at the mural, looking surprisingly unhappy. She's biting her lip. No, poor girl. It's an exploit. That's my exploit, keeper. The middle could be better. Usually I like in-betweens, but this was a pain in my butt. Not literally of course. Then again I did get that too. I guess it was literally after all. Don't be so critical of yourself. She looks at me funnily, but shut up. At about this point I start thinking if I should really leave and do something more constructive with my Sunday. This is the pinnacle of social failure. A whole free day, a festival right outside of my doorstep, and what do I do? What do you mean social failure? You are not alone. You are not really socializing. I wouldn't call the thing you are doing with really socializing. But you're not alone in your room. pinnacle mentioned. Yeah. Sit here with Rin. Two bystanders with nothing to do except to think what a pity it is to be just a bystander. Even realizing how pitiful it is, I don't do anything. I don't stand up and take off for a day of fun. Fidget shuffle. Rin is shuffling about restlessly, constantly swinging one leg over the other knee and then back again. She has a very irritated look on her face. Is something wrong? Yes, no, yes. Please decide. She suddenly hops up on her feet. It's surprising. I thought she was still rendered immobile, but apparently that's not the case. I have to go find Amy or someone. I need some help with something. I can help. No, it's okay. One of us has to stay here in case something happens. What would happen? Don't be ridiculous. Nothing ever remotely interesting has happened since I came here, except that one guy who dropped a snow cone on his foot. Let me help you, since I'm bored. So, what's it? Rin's lips flatten tightly against each other into an almost perfectly horizontal line. She closes her eyes and draws in a deep breath. When she opens her eyelids, the frighteningly stern look in the dark eyes takes me aback. She angry! Isao, you might not want to hear this, or maybe you do. I don't know, but it doesn't matter, and even if it did, you're not leaving me any choice. I'm having my period. Okay, Isao, that's your... Okay, maybe yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Oh well. I'm having my period and I need some help regarding that. However, I don't feel that our relationship is yet at the same level where I could allow you to pull my underwear down in the girls' toilet even if you offer to. Thanks, Rin! I love when girls are... when girls explain what they think, okay? I appreciate that Rin at least is honest. Well, that escalated quickly. Wait, I should screenshot this. Oh, okay. That's why you should stay here while I go to look for Amy. As blood rushes to my cheeks like the rising tide, my brains try to desperately search for an answer, but the only thing I can think of is how that was the most coherent thing I ever heard coming from Rin's mouth during those 4 days I ever known her. Yes. Not wanting to meet Rin's eyes, I turn my face aside, pretending I'm looking at someone's parents. From the corner of my eye, I see Rin turning on her heel and walking off without further ado. I feel like going to hide under some rock. I wonder how long Rin will be gone, or if she will return at all. She does return eventually, appearing seemingly out of nowhere and sitting back to where she was, next to my place. I'm back. I love the super calm expression, like nothing happened. She says it flatly, like my blunder never happened. I'd prefer to forget the whole matter as well, so I keep quiet. She has a stand! Time passes in standstill. The sun gleams from high above the main building. It hits me directly in the eyes, but I just squint instead of moving. Shadow Rin! I wonder what Shadow Rin is. Maybe it's super energetical like Amy? I don't know. Like the opposite. I'll face myself. In a bit, it becomes painful to keep my eyes open just a little, and my temples start itching. My head hurts. I think this day gave me an headache. Can you believe it? Are you hungry? How it is related to headache? It's not. I ask because I am. Her oblivious seriousness melts my irritation with its ridiculousness. And I find the corners of my mouth turning slightly upwards again. You know what? So am I. I'll go get some food for us. What do you want? My treat. Doesn't matter. So I got you a... I don't know, anything? I could have gotten you anything? Then, returning with the food, I give one portion to Rin, taking the other for myself, and we dig in without a word. Rin looks upward, fork hanging out of the corner of her mouth. Ah, yeah. Yeah, she's eating with her feet. What are clouds? I always thought they were thoughts of the sky or something like that, because you can't touch them. Have you ever tried? You thought like that when you were a kid? No, last week. Maybe because sometimes my thoughts feel like clouds, fluffy and white and slow. Like the sky was in my mind. Like my mind was the sky. The sky of your mind. Here I got you a loot box. What? I was about to say it would be interesting a food loot box, but then I stopped myself. No, it won't. Fun fact. There is some sort of food loot box existing. It's the app Too Good To Go. I remember I used it like twice. There is a bar near my home. The app works that you pay for some sort of what it's left after during the evening. So you go down in the bar. Well, more than bar, it's a sweet shop, some sort of sweet shop. A bakery, yeah. You go there in the evening before they close, and they give you a bag of everything that they didn't sell that day, so it doesn't go to waste. And it only costed like 3 euros, or maybe 5, or 7 maybe. Maybe it increased. The problem is, the last time I got it was only a bag full of bread. So I was expecting a lot of sweets, some slice of pizza. No, only bread. Plain bread. So that's a scam. Or maybe I got unlucky, I don't know. Stupid loot box. The sky of your mind? Close your eye and think of a sky. You won't be able to think of anything else until you stop. I tried. It works. Magic? Opening my eyes, I see Rin studying me with her eyes. It feels uncomfortable because she doesn't say anything. I turn away. Clouds are water. Evaporated water. You know they say that almost all of the water in the world will at some point of its existence be a part of a cloud. Every drop of tears and blood and sweat that comes out of you will be a cloud. All the water inside your body too. It goes up there sometime after you die. It might take a while though. Your explanation is better than any of mine. Because it's true. That must be it. I carry on eating the food before it gets cold. The wall offers a bit of blessed shade as the sun revolves around the dome of the sky. But the afternoon is already slowly making way for the evening, so our lunch becomes more of a dinner. Or whatever the word is for an irregular meal like this. Yeah, actually I hate that they only have the word for lunch and dinner and breakfast. What if I wake up at 11 and I want to eat some snack? I should be able to call it breakfast. Right? Then though, if I want a snack after... well, it doesn't happen often though. If I want a snack after lunch... but I don't feel like only eating a snack... No, actually no, I'm starting with this ramble, but I never actually eaten more than 3 times a day. Okay, I did some snacks, but not a full meal after all. A brunch. That's another thing, right? In game development. Well, not only that, I suppose. Despite what I decide to call it, it certainly hits the spot. I haven't eaten a bit since forever. My appetite filled, I let out a satisfied sigh. Rin hasn't eaten all of hers, but seems to be done with her food as well. I lean back, talking in the atmosphere. The crowd has thinned already, but activities are still going. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. And why not? It's warm, the kind of perfect summer day, when it's hot but not too hot for comfort. The sun will set soon. Time really has flown by. We've been sitting here for 6 hours. Yes, we have. Do you want to do something else now? No, not really. Me neither. She adjusts her position and leans against the wall, and I follow her lead, relaxing my own body. For minutes on end, we sit there without saying a word. I'm trying to feel Rin's mood from her demeanor, but the tension of her muscles, the tiny expression fleeting on her face. It's no use. She's unreadable as always. The entire scenes with Rin will be us two together not saying a word? Or will they get different? The crowd sways to and fro, people happily chattering with each other. Very few people pay real attention to the mural, and even less to us. I fiddle with a few odd peeballs absent-mindedly. The act of doing something just for the sake of doing something, the pinnacle mentioned again, of idleness. Inch by inch, the sun creeps lower and lower towards the tree line, changing the color of the sky close to the horizon. From golden yellow to orange and red as the moment of sunset draws near. Pinnacle as an idle game! Well, you make it for mobile, then you place microtransactions, you make big money. You already have the microtransaction plugin for MV, though not for big size. Too bad. I feel like my stomach is filled with lead after eating so heavily, but the brick wall feels surprisingly comfortable against my back. I try to fight against the drowsy feeling that is overwhelming me, to no avail. And we sleep. Oh, fireworks! I wake up with a start. A low boom reverberates through the school grounds. After images of bright sparks flash through my vision like stars. I don't really see them. Something rises towards the sky from the direction of the sport field. A tail of fire trails behind it until a burst of red and yellow flame lights the sky, high above the school with another loud boom. Ah, here they are. Oh. Wait. They seem like they are made... They dissolve in a pretty weird way. Some of them. They dissolve in a weird way. Fireworks. The sudden flash of light against the canvas of the night sky awakens me to realize that it's actually dark already. How long did I sleep? I feel groggy and I can't feel my right arm. Because Rin is sleeping on it? Shoot at them. Oh, wait! We are not in America again. As I attempt to flex it, I realize why. Rin is leaning heavily against my shoulder, almost falling on my lap. Oh, that's sweet! She's fast asleep, not even fazed by the fireworks. Her mouth is slightly open and her eyes are peacefully closed. A sleeping, childlike face of the innocent. I shake Rin gently with my free arm, trying to wake her up, or failing that, move her so that my other arm is liberated from its pinch. Rin's face twitches and her eyelids shut tighter, as if to resist against waking up. She gradually opens her eyes, but keeps them half closed, letting the light from the fireworks sneak just past her eyelashes, so that her green irises mirror the bright flashes of the explosions. Good explosions. Then look up at me and frowns. Just a while longer, okay? Rin's voice is drowsy and slow, leaving her almost unintelligibly muttered words hanging lazily in the air. Those dang fireworks won't shut up! Yeah, how many money did they spend for fireworks? We are just trying to have a romantic sleep here. Seems she's not entirely aware of the situation. Rin's head drops back on my shoulder as she leans against me with all her weight. She snuggles against my side, trying to make herself comfortable, but making me feel very uncomfortable at the same time. I become intensely, almost painfully aware of Rin's warm body and the deep peaceful moment of her chest against my arm, her breathing soon returning to the even rhythm. I can't help admiring her gift for sleeping, or the ease of mind of hers to use someone she has known for less than a week as a pillow. The rockets rise up to the sky, one at a time, breaking into flowers of red, green and gold, accompanied by the "oh" and "ah" of the audience. I try to push Rin disconcerting proximity out of my mind, for what I can do about it. I just hope her short while really is that. Yeah, I don't think the protagonist has any experience with female touch, so that would surely feel unusual. One by one, the glittery bursts are born and die in a blink of an eye, coloring the dark night sky into a constantly changing abstract painting. I listen to the low booms and explosions and Rin quiet breathing, trying to clear my own head of the post-awakening disorientation. Thankfully, just a while longer really proves to be just a while, as Rin steals from her slumber. How does Rin steer? She can't really do that, right? How does she steer? Yeah, like this, maybe, I don't know. Or with the legs. Like rotating the shoulders. And wakes up again before the fireworks are over. I fell asleep. She finally opens her eyes completely and blinks a few times. You fell asleep on top of me. Twice. You didn't like it? Well... Despite the inconclusive stammering, Rin sits upright, drawing herself away from me. Well, you're heavy. Is how you don't know how to deal with women. Okay, Rin is a special case though. It's a lie. Ah, you're even lying, that's even worse. But yeah, it's Rin. I need to stretch, pull my feet. No. She waits next to nothing, but I have to get a jab back at her, even if it's under the belt. My mock protest fails to draw any reaction. Rin's attention is drawn upwards, to the flashes of the fireworks. She seems hypnotized by the colorful play of the explosions. Who wouldn't, right? Explosions. A slight tingling sensation goes up and down in my arm, as blood starts to circulate again. It's unpleasant, but it helps me to get rid of this dizzy feeling. Because you're in love. More and more rockets rise up to the sky, the bright colors of the explosions reflecting from the clouds. Both of us stare at the fireworks fixedly through the canopy of the trees, enthralled by the show. We would get a vastly better view of the sky if we moved even a couple of yards, but neither of us bothers to even suggest it. Perfect couple, perfect couple, both lazy. That's what I look for in my partner. Laziness. I really do like fireworks, even though looking at them makes me feel kinda sad, I think. It's like they want you to look at them so bad, so they are loud and bright, but when someone looks, they are already gone. It's like they were not even real. They are real, I can tell you that. All of this is real, you know. If you think about it, nothing really lasts for long. Even something like my life or yours is just a blink of an eye in the history of everything. Like one of those rockets. Poof! And we are gone. But we are here, aren't we? Yeah, this is reality. Rin sitting next to me, the loud bangs of the fireworks, the vast unlimited sky. Those things are definitely real, even though they won't stay here forever. Rin knows she's on a visual novel. Would be an interesting twist if there's a visual novel date with dating sim parts where only one of the girls in the route knows that she's self-aware, and the game doesn't do anything of this. The game doesn't. Okay, I'm not talking like Doki Doki, of course. Like the self-aware thing doesn't go for the entirety for the game, but only for the route of that girl. For example, every other route is normal, but Rin route breaks the fourth wall all the time and she becomes self-aware. I don't know. Would be surely interesting. But maybe it would differ too much from the rest. That means a girl would stand up too much. I feel warm inside, and I wonder if it's because Rin is so close to me or just the feeling of being alive. I don't really know what I should say next. It's alright, maybe I'm just talking to myself. But you know, fireworks are pretty. But in the end, it's somehow silly to spend so much money on a fraction of a second worth of pretty sparkles. Rin rips her gaze off the still ongoing spectacle and leans backwards, looking at me with a repulsed face. Repulsed face? Are we entering into the fetish of disgusted faces? No, I'm kidding. Wow, I never expected you to be such a cynic. Cynic is a pretty harsh word. Rather than that, I think of myself as a realist. Isn't a realist just a word for what a cynic calls himself? The final rocket goes out with a bang of silver and blue, leaving the grounds eerily silent for a moment until the crowd starts moving towards the main gate like a cattled herd. It was like she was looking at living garbage. No, please. We don't even go in the disgust kink. Also, I personally don't like the disgust kink, honestly. I prefer to see girl to show appreciation. Wisps of grey smoke drift towards the dorms from the sports field. The pungent sulfurous smell of gunpowder it carries along feels like it sticks to my hair and clothes. What does this? Oh wait. Was that it? Okay, the fireworks. I think so. I stand up and stretch my sore back. Sleeping against a brick wall wasn't such a good idea after all. Rin stands up as well and turns to face me, with an expectant gaze on her tired features. Although she seems to have trouble focusing her eyes, she's looking straight at me. Something I feel has not occurred too often in the past week. So... I suddenly realize we've been almost on a date here, as if by accident, even if we did nothing. But it wasn't, so why blood is rushing to my cheeks and my speech stammering? I don't know what I should say, especially since it seems Rin is waiting for me to say something, but luckily she solves the problem for me. Good night, Isao. She gives me one more lingering look, measuring me from tip to toe, turns around on her heel and skips off, disappearing into the crowd. Okay, good night. I'm left standing here, giving my response to the cooling night air. The festival turned out to be nothing like I expected. I ended up spending all day in one spot with Rin, even though neither of us agreed on nor suggested that we do anything. I just didn't have anything better to do, and evidently neither did she. Rin's warmth lingered for a little longer in my body before disappearing into the falling night. End of chapter. Okay. Here she is. We are getting into... Oh! That's how... Wait! So she is self-aware. Wait. Not really, okay. That's not how you use it, okay? You need to blow on it. Millennia! Wait, so the shadow Rinu was real after all. Disconnect. Is this a Michael Primo reference? Achievement! Finish Rin's Act 1. Clouds in my head. The first time we see a cutscene, the second time. The first one was when we entered Emmy's route. Yeah, disconnect. I need to show it to Michael. It's already 8:30, but this morning class has not yet begun. We were supposed to have physics, but the teacher is nowhere to be seen. Had I known this beforehand, I would have slept in too. It's Misha, right? No, it's Mutu. Suddenly, the classroom door slams open and Mutu grunts his morning greeting to us from the doorway. Good morning, everyone. Or should I have went with the Monica voice? Good morning, everyone. Or, here's the tip of today. Mutu looks like he has not slept at all. The stubble is messier than normal hair, and the stained dress shirt create a less than favorable impression. I guess he had fun last night at the festival too. Excuse me for being late, I ran into unexpected problems. Yeah, sure. I'm usually not one for a festival like this, but I hope you all had a good time. After all, the sort of events are important for you all, since they give you a short reprieve from schoolwork. The class replies with various degrees of enthusiasm, and Mutu proceeds to take roll and get started. Right then, today's subject is photon particles physics. Boring! Thanks for the skip game. Before long, I descended into a comfortable coma-like state along with the rest of the class. No one is caring. Letting Mutu's rambling speeches pass through one ear and exit the other without leaving a trace. Now, who could tell us the solution to this problem? He's written a rather easy equation on the blackboard. Desperately, he tries to get the class to participate. Nobody, come on guys. Nakai, how about you? Why me? I'm fairly singled out and cornered. I give an answer. It causes his shaggy features to twist into a genial smile that would scare little children senseless. Precisely, good work, Nakai. I got a fun fact here. In high school, I used to sleep during classes. A lot. Like, at least 30 minutes a day. Because, well, I didn't sleep a lot, I suppose. One time, I was sleeping during English class. Of course, my trick is sleeping like this, faking to take notes. I had mastered that ability. And then suddenly, I was kind of sleeping, and suddenly the English teacher... it's like the language teacher, okay? The language teacher asks me, okay, so Mr. Samuele, what happens in this paragraph? And the thing is, since I already woke up from the dream, whatever dream I was having, I gave a decently confident answer. Like, I said something like, oh yeah, this man is about to travel in another state. I was pretty confident on that answer. The teacher looked at me. It's completely wrong. I don't know how she was like stunned from my completely wrong answer given with such confidence. Oh. I still remember that moment. I'm both disturbed and honored by the fact that he can remember my name only 1 week after I transferred here. From what I've seen, Muto has serious trouble remembering the names of anybody else in the class, and most of them have been here since the first year. The room settles into a dreary mood. Dreary. Depressingly dull and bleak and repetitive, okay. Usual day at class then. Screenshot. Students and teachers alike trying to get back on track after the festival. I figure last week must have been frantic for everyone. Not a minute too soon, the lunch bell rings. Make way, important business! Who is there? I suppose it's Misha. I turn my head just in time to see other people scatter out of the way as someone charges from the far end of the corridor toward the stairwell. I would say Misha, but could be Amy. Mostly Misha though. It's too late to realize that I'm standing in the middle of the corridor, directly in the way of the oncoming human projectile. I tried to skip back towards the doorway. Unfortunately, the person running towards me dodges in the same direction. In the following fraction of seconds, several things come to mind in sequence, yet almost simultaneously. Okay, never mind, it's Amy, yeah. Slam! I recognize that the girl who is on a collision course with me is Amy. Second, I realize that it feels somehow very natural to be tackled by Amy once again. To be continued. I could feel almost comfortable if not for the reflexive panic and terror. Third, Amy seems to be carrying a foot-tall stack of papers while running in the hallway. She crashes into me, but at least the impact was a grazing one on my arm this time. Owie, why does this always happen to me? Because you run in the corridors! I wonder, could it possibly have anything to do with you running through the corridor like you were on fire? She whimpers regretfully, looking like a hurt puppy. No, you can't win against Amy. The sight makes me regret my snappish comment the very instant it emerges from my lips. But I was in a hurry. I can tell. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Amy weighs weakly on the last time and rubs her forehead as if to expel the H, while her gaze sweeps over the hallway floor. Amy, damn it, I missed it! What if she's doing it on purpose because she's looking for our attention? As she notices her neat stack of papers spread all over the floor in one big mess, she lets out a horrified yelp. Ah, the printouts! Oh no, what am I going to do? The teacher will give me hell if they get dirty. They are fine, let's gather them back up. It won't be a problem. Well, I suppose we'll have some interactions with Amy because we are in the same group with Rin. Though, if this time Rin will not enter room while we are naked, and I don't think Amy will. Who will enter in our room while we are naked then? The Professor Mutu. Kenji, no! Amy tries to sort the scattered pile in her hands, back into the orderly stack it was. Where are you going? In shadow, no! That got darker all of a sudden. Nowhere in particular, I guess. Didn't want to be left alone with Mutu in the classroom. I think he was hungover. Have you eaten lunch? Not yet, I'm not feeling very hungry anyway. So now she's inviting me on the roof. She's looking at me incredulously, as if doubting my sanity for letting such a thing out of my mouth. We should get to the roof. I promised Rina I would eat lunch with her. I bet she'd like company. Oh, my lunches with Rina have been remarkably unsuccessful. I know where this conversation is going and it's hard to not get drawn along, so I have little choice but play ball. Okay, I go pick some bread or something first. Amy smiles brightly before I say anything further. No. I go and deliver those super quick and then go buy lunch for us. Erin too, of course. What kind of bread do you like? It's fine, you really don't need to. Don't worry, it's alright. Consider it an apology. I'll be back before you know it. That's what I'm worried about. Don't get into another accident. Amy starts walking down the hall. But since she's still talking to me, she isn't watching where she's going. I want... Sure. Famous last words. She's already jogging down the stairs as she shouts that not so reassuring promise back to me. Sighing quietly, I start plodding along in her wake. Wait. Two things. Plodding. Slow moving, unexcited. And then, in her wake. Let's see. Used to say what is left behind by someone or something. Okay. So, after she left, maybe. In her, that's like a pretty complex term, I feel like. Okay, here. Do you remember how much bread you ate in your life? Sounds like a quote. Personally though, surely I don't remember, but I didn't eat too much bread. Sometimes I eat bread when I want to make some breakfast, but usually I don't eat that much bread. Neither sandwiches, hamburgers. I eat them, sure, but not as frequent as not as much as other people, yeah. Also, I'm not American, so even less. But instead of taking the stairs down, I climb upwards. The stairway up to the roof is unlit and just as creepy as it was before. The door squeaks weakly in protest as I push it open. Rini is here too, like Amy said, lying on her back at the other end of the pebble-covered rooftop for some reason. Predicting something unnecessarily strange again, I walk to her as slowly as possible. She's down. Hello. She sounds very drowsy as she says that, stretching the end of the word with a slurred voice. Despite that, her eyes are wide open. I look down at her, my shadow overlapping her face. What are you doing? Arin raises an eyebrow. I thought you had a heart problem, not an eye problem. Good retort, Arin. She answers, challenging the rationale of my perfectly valid question without even tilting her head to look at me. But how the... She doesn't know, right? Wait, she knows. Okay, I get it. We can't get into her route if we don't tell about our problem during the trip to the city. So the trip to the city and telling the truth is a requirement for the Rin's route. Because that's how she knows. She answers, challenging the rationale of my perfectly valid question without even tilting her head to look at me. Rin's Marta's comments are infuriating. No, they are lovable, come on. The worst thing is that I'm not sure if she's doing it on purpose or not. Okay, let me rephrase. Why are you laying on your back on the rooftop? She gives a lazy shrug and sniffs dismissively. I'm trying to experience. People probably don't do this enough. For a reason. What are you trying to experience here? I can't really tell, but there's probably a reason people don't do... whatever. She's playing dodgeball with me again, answering my attempt at a small talk with riddles I don't want to puzzle out. But I don't want to ignore her either. Yeah, but the reason is that everyone is too busy with their lives to pay attention to the really important things. Like watching the sky. She tears her gaze away from the sky and finally looks straight at me. The penetrating deepness of her eyes, once she focuses them on something, is startling. You know, if you were a girl, I would be able to see your panties! Rin is a girl of culture. Rin knows. She's trying to experience to level up. Maybe she's leveling up a skill of standing down, watching the sky, I don't know. Sure, screenshot here. If I was a girl, I wouldn't come this close to anyone who tried to sneak a peek at my panties. I have that much common sense. I wouldn't either, but sometimes it can't be avoided. Like now, for example. To tell you the truth, I don't even really want to pick at your panties though. Because I don't have them! Or I would have wear pants I like. Yeah, she's special. Underpants are the soul of a girl. You shouldn't pick at someone else's soul, even if you are not a girl. Wait, those are some wise words. That's surprisingly deep. As a guy, I guess I can understand that. To us, they're some sort of half-mythical object that we can't quite comprehend. Are we really talking about panties? Yeah, that's exactly how I think about them too. What a coincidence. What if Rin is a man? She talks like a man, right? Also, she's not wearing a skirt, right? What is this conversation? It's actually a normal conversation with Rin. It really is. So, did you have a word history in the morning class? I skipped class. To do this? They're speaking the language of the gods. They are having a very cultured exchange. Well, I'm not actually doing what I look like I'm doing. Or at least I think that what I'm doing doesn't look like what I look like. But from your perspective, Rin, please stop! I don't get it. Probably... Yeah, I skipped class to do this. I guess whatever your reason is, it's as good as any. Giving into the tired feeling in my legs, I sit down on the roof next to Rin. The pebbles are not the most comfortable bed in the world, but if she can stand it, then I should be able to as well. What are you waiting for? Just do it! Huh? Try it. I bend my neck backwards to take a look where she's looking. The silvery blue sky. To go where we need to go. Where do we need to go? Normal. I'm pretty sure it can get worse. Dotted by herds of cloud ships fills my field of vision entirely. While it's pretty, the view is nothing special, even though the weather is fair. I give a shrug, trying my best to imitate the nonchalant manners which Rin seems to have evolved to perfection, and lie down on my back. The stones poke out my back through my thin shirt whenever I shift my weight even a little, forcing me to keep as still as possible. I try to ignore the discomfort and myself. Instead of concentrating on the vastness of us. Far above, the somber clouds drift soundlessly across the dome of the sky. Neither of us has anything more to say, thus silence covers the rooftop. The subdued noises of students on their lunch break, cicadas, it can't be an anime without cicadas, in the trees and traffic buzzing past the school are humming pleasantly, somewhere in the background. I don't really hear it though. Listen, I had a great time yesterday. Did you? Well, to be honest, no. But it was alright. It was probably the longest time I've ever sat in one place without doing anything, which is kinda impressive. I try to make it sound as convincing as possible. Is that impressive? I think it is. I'm usually too restless to do anything like that. But you were stuck in a hospital for like 4 months. I think I had a good time too. Oh, a cloud passes above us, casting its shadow on the school. A chill surges through me from the sudden change of sunlight to shade. I realize that summer is not in its full bloom. Quite yet. The only measure of time passing is the slow piece of the cloud moving towards the town. And Rin telling in my ear, 3 seconds has passed. Stray beams of golden sunlight leaked through the gaps, blinding me for a moment whenever they hit me directly in the eyes. The blue of the sky looks so unreachable. Reminds me of the time I spent in the hospital, where I was bored out of my mind on a daily basis. I'm thinking, when I'm ill, when I have the flu, usually, I stay on my bed and my headache makes it kinda hard to use the phone because I don't know, the LED light is strong, but I can easily use the 3DS or the Game Boy Advance. So I usually play 3DS games or Game Boy Advance games since I have some of those I didn't finish. The problem is when I'm ill or I have a flu, I get bored pretty quickly, so I change game very quickly. So I don't know what I was trying to say from the previous dialogue here. Yeah, staying. So maybe where you are always in a single spot. Because I was thinking, oh well, when I get old and I'm in my home, I can play video games all the day. But maybe, like when I'm ill, standing still in a single place, that bad is even worse because, I don't know, you get too much used to it, and so you get bored more quickly. Maybe that's the problem of old people. That's why they wake up at 6 a.m. and go to take the bus to the city and buy the, I don't know, the news. Somehow it doesn't matter after a while. I learned to appreciate other things, besides watching TV and gossiping with people I didn't even like. A comprehensive sensation of calmness spreads from my sight to my other senses, finally hitting my brain. Another plane zooms by, leaving two thin contrails in its wake like a pair of chalk lines drawn from one end to the sky to the other. I wonder where it's heading. The low din of its engines carries all the way down to my ears, although it's barely audible over the racket from the quad. The quad, is it the roof? Abbreviation for quadrangle. Usually the courtyard. Oh! Okay. So the entire school section is a quad. It's nice. It's nice, but I don't understand why this is more important than going to class. Well, going to class is boring. Isn't it good to do something you like? Every once in a while. Of course, but what are we doing? Amy has snuck up on us without either noticing and is only a step away from me, holding several packages wrapped in plastic film in her arms. Amy jumpscare. In reality, people are driving quads on the rooftop. Quads are cars, right? I don't know. She leans forward and peeks over to me. Oh, that's an adorable sight. But I'm sorry, I'm already locked with Rin. Overshadowing my face almost exactly the same I overshadowed Rin before. Ah, yeah, the four-wheel bikes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have... I know. Attack on Amy! Well, appearing from the sky, that depends on the point of view. The quads, yeah, remember I played when I was on vacation on the beach, on the, how it's called, the game shops, or when there were some games where you pay to play and you ride some quads. We were too young to play, so my parents played instead, and we were watching in the back. They kinda sucked at the game, though. I wonder how weird this looks. The two of us lying down on our backs on the rooftop. That's what I asked too. I would be more concerned about what you are doing. If I were you, I wouldn't come that close to people who could see your panties. Wisdom from Rin? Rin! Amy's voice is scandalized, but she quickly takes a step backwards. So, since we are in the safe mode, I follow up on Zoro comment. Attack on Amy, you can see panties. That's one thing I like about big girls, okay? I'm sorry. Amy's voice is scandalized, but she quickly takes a step backwards, pressing her hands against the front of her skirt so abruptly that the parcels of bread she was carrying falls. I quickly avert my eyes and glance angry at Rin. She pretends not to see me. It isn't like that, right? Right. She's upset. Oh, that's so lovable. Amy scolds at Rin and crouches down to pick up the packages. She wipes the dust off them and skips lightly around me to Rin's other side, where she sets herself down. Anyway, here's your bread. Sorry it took a while. That's alright. Thanks you for treating me. I pull myself up into a sitting position and gratefully accept the bread Amy's offering. Wait, is Amy Jesus? Hear me out. She offers me bread, which she bought, so it's a piece of her body. Well, no, maybe it's a stretch, never mind. Never mind. All three of us ravenously? That's new. Nose. Can she walk on water? Well, we didn't see her not walk on water, so maybe there's still a chance. Ravenous, extremely hungry, okay. Nice. Here's my screenshot, nice. Can she walk? No! That was a bit unexpected and mean, but so funny. I'm sorry, Amy. The bread is surprisingly decent and readily fills my stomach. I follow from the corner of my eye the skill with which Rin handles her bread within her feet. I haven't seen you on the track in a few days. If she replaces her prosthetic legs with stilts, maybe. Not really walking on water though, walking in water. Maybe she uses something that floats. Maybe she can walk on water. Like some prosthetic legs that stands on some lifesavers. I figured it was too heavy a routine for me to start with. So you've been doing something else? Okay, so for Rin's route you need to go run with Rin then? With Amy? Or maybe the dialogue is different. I've been considering my options. She's angry. Oh. She frowns but doesn't pursue the issue further, for which I'm thankful. Okay, as I said before, I don't like the disgusted face kink, but I love the disappointed look or the slightly angry look. That's just too adorable for me. I'm sorry. Amy seems pretty headstrong, and I wouldn't really want to get pestered by her about this on a daily basis. I have enough burdens to bear with Shizune and Misha already. We barely finish the lunch before the bell rings, calling us back to our classrooms. Hichan! Oh, hi Misha. Misha waves at me as soon as I enter, and start talking before I even make my way across the classroom. How was your festival? Did you have fun? Still somewhat undecided on that. I'd say probably. Why? Just asking, just asking. Did she see us sleeping? Probably she passed by while we were sleeping. Her eyes glint in a way that tell me she's not just asking. I can't even start to guess her motives though. As the well-timed entrance of the English teacher prevents us from talking further, Misha falls back to plan B. I love her sliding on the side. I was there all day with Shik-chan. We had lots of fun. Weren't you supposed to be doing work? Don't worry, everything went really well. I don't reply to that, and she leaves me alone after she demands her attention. My own attention, on the other hand, is directed out the windows. She used the light from the fireworks to hide the flash from her camera. Oh no, now she can blackmail us. What's up before what's up? Yeah, now at school I suppose you can write in easier methods. Oh, it's zooming. Now that I look at it from there, outside the window, and the foliage just outside, the sky seems smaller. I catch only small glimpses of blue. Everything else is a clutter of noise right in the middle of my field of vision. What experience did Rin want out of staring at the sky? Surely she's done it before. Everyone has. It's no use to guess her mind. But if I don't do that, I have no excuse for not concentrating on the teacher's words. I look at the scribbles appearing in the blackboard, trying to figure out their meaning with little success. And English is not my favorite subject. We have a strong mutual dislike for each other. Still, you talk English. Wait. They are in Japan, but it's English class. Is it like literature? Or they are learning the English language? Even if they are already speaking English. Translations can create some confusion on that. Thick, hot afternoon light invades the corridor, making the air feel heavy and lazy. My body feels weighted down by it as I drag it 2 doors down the hallway, to the art classroom. Maybe this is part of the reason why I didn't join any clubs before. Afternoons just aren't suited for activity. Oh! We have the art room, let's see. We have a girl here, the blind boy, our girl Rin, this other boy, and this girl that is sleeping. Localizing a game is hard. Well, if I ever localize to the upper down, I need to find a way to find space with the English teacher. I knock on the door and open it. A girl who was possibly doing something important with a scroll of paper she's carrying turns to reckon me, and smiles in a sweet, if a bit confused manner. For a moment I thought the blonde girl in the back has antlers. Oh, that's right, it came from the the tree. Shika noko koshita. No. Oh! We got her face. Doesn't strike as memorable to me, so... She has a name student. Hello? This is the art club, right? Yeah. You interested in joining? Yeah, in fact I might already have done so, but we'll see. I give her a weak smile, and her own widens a notch, making me feel less nervous. Great, have a seat. We start when the teacher gets here. Without even scouting the room for a good spot. Someone is sleeping. This is me. I walk quickly to the back of the room and settle myself on a free seat, apart from everyone else. A few other members are lounging in their seats, waiting for the teacher. Rin sits alone in the window seat, looking outside. She's the only person here that I know, although a guy I've never really gotten along with from my own class is here too. This guy, I suppose. Or this guy, I don't remember We saw it from the intro image. Nobody else comes to greet me. Maybe introduction are left for later? I just settled for silent observation as well. One boy has sunglasses on, and outside indoors, where we not at Yamaku. I bet it's the blind student Rin was talking about. The wait proves to be extremely short. Nomiya walks over to stand behind his desk in 3 long strides, then gives a smile and a flamboyant greeting. Good afternoon, everyone! First thing first is there is a new member, so everyone get along with him. He winks at me unsteadily. All 8 members of the club, including myself, answer his greeting with considerably less enthusiasm. Still, people finally straighten up in their seats and begin to pay attention. I think some of you still have projects to work on. Please continue with those if you like. Now I realize his name is kinda familiar, Nomiya. Nomiya. Ah, Senomiya. Yeah, Senomiya from Robotic Notes. As for the rest, I was thinking that today we could do some rough studies. How does that sound? Nobody answers, except with some unintelligible murmurs, which Nomiya apparently interprets as unanimous approval. Alright then, everyone not working on other projects, choose a partner and draw a sketch of one another. Well, this is obvious, we're gonna end up with Rin. We should be able to complete this today, but if not, we can continue next time. Or even do it again if you find it interesting. Remember to pay attention to lightning and shadow and give it your best. Pairing up? I feel pretty awkward about it. Yeah, I hate pairing up, honestly. That sucks. And even if I have a close friend, it ends up pairing with my other close friend. That sucks. Hardly knowing anyone here. I wish someone would ask me to be their partner. Oh! Maybe. People stand up and move their chairs close together, but nobody comes to me. Yeah, I get the feel. That's sad. Pretty soon everyone else has a paired of. No! Why does this hurt so much? I thought I forgot this feeling. No, it's coming back. No, no. No. I hate this feeling. I hate it. I hate it. Why the game needs to remind me of this again? No. Luckily it didn't happen too many times, but it happened. PTSD. The worst kind. Well, there is Rin. Rin, please, my anchor of light. She's sitting on the further corner of the classroom, still staring out the window and seemingly uninterested in taking part of the exercise. Since she's the only one without a partner, I walk to her seat. I can't see her face because her hair is covering most of it, and she's looking away from me. Rin? I call out to her. No response. Hey, want to partner up? You're the only one I know here. She seems to finally acknowledge my presence, head turning like a robot as she looks to see who is addressing her. Rin doesn't answer. Wait, is Rin a robot? That would explain a lot. A defective robot without her arms. Because fingers are very hard to program, I suppose. Well, painting with your feet is probably harder. Never mind. Even better if she is. We are making too many theories about her. She's a robot, she's a male. She's just weird, I suppose. Rin doesn't answer, and I don't want to repeat the question either. I'm sure she heard it the first time. Oh, why doesn't she say anything? It can't be such an awful fate to be paired up with me. Can it? She doesn't look at my face, and instead stares directly at my chest and stomach. Oh, okay. Why not? Good, great, I get the stuff for us. That was a long pause for her. Looking at the equipment Nomiya has prepared for today's meeting confuses me. Instead of graffiti and pencils, we are apparently supposed to do ink sketches. I've never done anything like that before. The teacher, however, seems confident in my abilities to adapt to this medium. Simple! First you do the outlines in ink. You let them dry and then you shade with a diluted ink. It's called India ink. It works like watercolors. If you're uncomfortable with it, use a pen instead of a brush for the outlines. Got it? Okay, we are probably end the stream after we find a set spot for the story. Probably after this scene. I pick up paper, water cups and one pen for me, one brush for Rin, and ink for both of us. Then return to Rin. Grabbing up... I love her face. Her face that doesn't show any emotion, but is still cute. Or, it's an emotion of perpetual... There is an emotion, yeah, the emotion of... perpetual boredom, maybe? Not boredom. Perpetual confusion, maybe. Or, no, perpetual... like she doesn't care anything at all. The whole time. I sit directly opposite of her. Do you want me to do it with my foot or my mouth? Context! The fucking context! Oh god. The context, please. Please, the context. No. No. Just in case, let's screenshot it. Why not? Do you want me to do it with my foot or my mouth? What did you say? She tilts her head, her brows forming questioning arches, as if she doesn't understand that I didn't understand the question. I don't mind drawing either way. You look better if I do it with my foot, though. Ah, yeah, with your foot then. If it's all the same to you. Nodding in answer, Rin gets up from her seat and kicks off her sandals. In two fluid motions, she picks up the paper sheet and drops it on the floor. Then snatches the brush between her toes before sitting on the floor in a weird, half cross-legged position. Although I've seen her do everything with her feet already, from eating to painting, the display of dexterity is so prodigious that I just stare at her, stunned. Rin contemplates her blank paper intently. The sharp tip of her brush hovers over the paper in anticipation. When she raises her head to see if I'm ready, I quickly turn my face away. I go first, make a pose. What kind? Doesn't matter, that's the point. You have to make the sketch of the impression you get, not decide beforehand. I end up just sitting in my chair, my hands hanging limply between my knees. I look at her and she looks at me for a moment before beginning. Makes a JoJo pose! Oh, actually, not really a JoJo pose, but I remember I was trying to enroll, no, not return, but trying to find a place since they were enrolling people for comparses in a film, like people in the background for a film. There was a very long line, so no surprise I didn't get in, but at the end, after you compiled everything, they took some photos of you in different poses. And then there was a free pose when you can choose the pose. I didn't know what to do, so I choose as a free pose this pose, like the greeting from the streams. Hello, nice people. But they said to me, no, that's too fancy, and aww, I can't even be fancy here. Where can I express my creativity? Well, I find out doing the background actor in a movie is not really a creative job, I would say. Oh my god, how it's going. Just in time. Oh, just in time, I don't know. Yeah, you missed for a second the out of context line. We can see it though. Here, this one. How it's going, Michael? For why I keep this one here? Let's go with the loot box. Yeah, there it is. And you got Albert, the common one. Okay, the context is now we are doing portraits of one another for exercise in art class, more like art club. But she doesn't have hands, so she draws with her feet. Which would be a nice joke in Italian, because making something with the feet means it's done badly. Rin stare is piercing, but impressive, as if she were trying to absorb a part of me into her own self. I feel like I'm physically shrinking under the pressure of her gaze. She has that power. I get the feeling that for the first time since we met, Rin is actually looking at me, instead of my general direction. She sketches with confident, bold sweeps of the delicate brush, not caring about the potentially destructive consequences of an accidentally misplaced stroke. After she's happy with the outlines, she stands up to pose for me, stretching her back and legs. This time, she doesn't look at me. Instead, Rin lets her gaze wander around the room. I'm relieved. It's easier to stare at someone when they aren't staring back at you. Yeah, good job watching the stream when I'm staring at you all the time. Even so, I find hard to get the sketch going. I'm not especially artistically talented, so... Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm scared my portrait will turn into something disfigured, especially when compared to my partner's skills. I don't want to embarrass myself too badly on the first try. Rin is not helping to the process either. She doesn't stand still for even 10 seconds, tilting her head from side to side to judge her drawing, biting at her lower lip, looking unsatisfied, and constantly shuffling around like she was on hot coals. I finally managed to get some headway on my sketch, and with my outlines done, we both start inking in the shadow and light. Nomiya passes by and remarks on the beginnings of our sketches. Very good, a standing figure. Oh, my throat, It's easier for a beginner to get a grasp of. But I didn't choose the pose. I look at him and then at Rin in confusion, but he's already moving into the next pair, and Rin seems unresponsive. Again, she's a robot, she shut down. Just like when she was painting the mural, Rin has become so engrossed with her work that seems she has shut me, the classroom and the entire world itself out from her own little sphere of existence. Every now and then, she leans backwards, seemingly to get some perspective. Sometimes she bends forward, leaning down until her nose almost touches the paper. How do you get perspective on a flat paper? On a flat painting? This rocking back and forth looks silly. Suddenly, Rin proves that she hasn't completely drifted off in a world of her own, and speaks. Are you having fun already? She doesn't raise her eyes from the drawing, which is a good thing. The breaking of the silence sends a jolt of surprise through me, as if I'd been electrocuted. Hey, Rin, I feel electrocuted because, well, you are electro-cute. Not my best pickup line. Or maybe it is, because maybe my other lines are not even, are even worse, yeah. I don't know, it's hard to screech. That's why I'm single, okay, Michael? That's why I'm single. It's hard to say. I don't know you. I can't hear how she replies to my answer because it seems she's suddenly having private, whispered conversation with her sketch. Damn, that's cringe, bro. With that expression also would be perfect, yeah. She would say something like that. Maybe? Depends. I feel like everything depends with her. I don't understand how she can draw so well when she has the attention span of a butterfly. As it seems she lost her interest, I go back to work on my drawing as well. I try to add texture to Rin's hair in the drawing, to somehow grasp the way the golden afternoon sun lights her bright red tousle is a way to say hair. Tousled. Ah, an untidy hair. Yeah, I suppose she doesn't wash her hair very often, I don't know. Well, maybe she maybe she does. Maybe the tousle is given from the fact she's not really stroking her hair, because how can she? I suppose it's easy to wash her hair, I suppose. Okay. With shampoo is a different story. Maybe Amy helps her wash with shampoo, but maybe sometimes she doesn't wash with shampoo, or it's just because she's not stroking her hair. I don't know. Yeah, she could get Amy, that's right. But she doesn't brush it, so maybe that's it. Also, let me save the screenshot, okay. And transfer it to my paper in shades of black and grey. Somehow this pen and the bottle of ink seem such lousy, inadequate tool for the task. Minutes pass, but the sketch doesn't magically look any more like Rin than it did before. Her voice wakes me up from my despair. What about now? Excuse me? Are you having fun already? Why do you keep asking that? Because it's a club, right? Clubs are meant to be fun. You joined to have fun. Are you having fun? It's important that I'm having fun? Yes. Okay, I'm having fun. Good. I wonder if I said that just to please her or if I really meant it. I can't really decide which it was. Are you being entertained? At least it's not a game aggressively telling me, oh, are you having fun already? Reminds me the moment in Xenoblade 3, where at some point of the story there was a forced backtrack or a forced exploration of different parts of the world. We need to get like 3 items around the world, even more. And the character said, oh yeah, cool, that's like a treasure hunt. At that moment I was just like, the developers are trying to justify a random backtrack to the other zones as a treasure hunt. Yeah, no shit. That was the developer telling us, oh yeah, treasure hunt, while backtracking, isn't that fun? That's the first thing that came to mind. Okay, dance. Well, you can teleport in Xenoblade at least. Not really backtracking, more like filler to explore previous zones. Today we also wondered if we can hum the Walking 5 tune. Like, boom, 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 boom. That's kinda hard. I don't hate it though. I can honestly say that much. It's good enough for now. As the allotted time to finish the studies quickly tick away, I desperately try to improve my awful sketch, but it doesn't seem to get any better. I want to start again from scratch, but would that be the point? There's no time for that either. I want Walking 5 beatboxed. You can't find it from me, I can't really beatbox. Okay everyone, that's not Monica. Okay everyone, that's it for today. Please turn in the drawings on my desk and I see you on next Monday. Okay, can be worse, That's actually fine. Your question is, what game does Walking 5 come from? Maybe it's composed by the developers? I think maybe Walking 5 is Walking 5 is composed by themselves. We have Rin at home? That's not actually that bad. I glance at my portrait. Doesn't exactly look like Rin. I guess you could say portraits her, but that might be a bit generous. The nose and jaw looks hideous. And the shading is terrible. Granted, it's my first attempt at drawing, we think. But it's still pretty bad. That's not bad. Wait, would be a perfect gag if you remove the drawing while she's saying, oh, it's perfect, and now she's looking way more similar to the drawing. That would be a pretty good gag. I don't think I can use it, but I'm saving it. It's weird, just like Rin. Yeah, then it's perfect. She sneaked up behind me while I was lost in thought. Damn it, I was hoping I could smuggle the portrait to the teacher without you seeing it. Why? I'm not really happy with it. I wish I could draw better. You just need some practice. Could you take my drawing to the teacher too? Curious myself about how the sketch turned out, I picked at a picture. From the way Rin was drawing, it looked like she was really into it. Oh, wait! This is pretty cool, pretty good. Still a sketch, but gives some aura, I would say. It's excellent. Somehow, the seemingly arbitrary strokes come together to form an image of my face. From the shape of my chin, to the messy hair, to the somewhat gloomy expression. A sketch blows my mind. Okay. It's amazing is the right answer, right? I wish I was as good as you. I don't know why it feels a little wrong. Because in one side you devaluate the other person's job. Because she clearly has a lot of experience behind. So it's not something you wish for. It's something you want to. It's like going to an artist and saying, oh, I really wish to be as good as you. And the answer you usually get is, then try to practice. It's not a wish, it's a want. Also on the other side, you devaluate your own work, because every person drawing is particular in a way. You cannot draw something very complex or aesthetic looking, but you still draw something in your own style for the moment. So I feel like the right answer is always, you're amazing. Wow, you're amazing. It's not that amazing, but thanks. I take a closer look at her work. It's still glistening with slowly drying ink. You know, I look kind of grim here. You do look kind of grim. I mean, agree. But it's also true otherwise, too. Like, this you, not a you I made. What? I do? I think so, at least. Her simple statement makes me suddenly feel incredibly self-conscious. I feel like I need a mirror right now, to confirm or debunk Rin. It's a nasty feeling. Maybe it's just her, I hope it's just her, and that I don't look like that sketch to everyone. That's my fear, because every time I open the side camera on my phone, I think, I hope I'm not like this in person. Luckily, the front-facing camera takes your wrong angle, so you're better than that, hopefully. He uses the mirror and sees the painting. He becomes the painting. Now his sprites gets replaced. It's a good sketch, but somehow I get a really oppressive feeling from it. I see, anyway, looks really good. You really are amazing. Thanks, I'm glad I could draw you. You are an interesting person. You're an interesting person too, but that didn't help me much. My self-deprecation has no limits today, but Rin ignores it all. I knew that I could never compare, but to see the difference with my own eyes is quite humbling. See, I try to make you look like you think a lot, since you did a lot of thinking. And yeah, I might have overdone the fed up with life expression, but cynics are like that, right? I want to retort something snappy, but Nomiya gives me no time to think, ushering us to the door. Hurry up, you two! While we've been chatting, the rest of the club has already taken their leave. I quickly pick up our drawings and take them to the teacher desk before hurrying after Rin, who has already left the classroom. She's not in the hallway, to my surprise. I wonder where she managed to run off in just a few seconds. Would have been nice to talk more. Well, not that I had much to say, except maybe get back at her for calling me a cynic. It's late. I already got used to school ending at the same time every day, so I can feel the extra hours in my head, in my gut. My growling stomach reminds me that I'm absolutely ravenous. I'm so hungry that I dare to try anything the cafeteria staff has deemed edible. Okay, and we're gonna stop here. We are stopping here. Oh, we played also more than usual. 3 hours is a good time, but I would prefer to do a little less because talking for 3 hours is a little more harder than playing other games, I feel like. Okay. Then to end the stream we can raid Heroic Zephyr, which was the developer of the game we played this Thursday. Here? Okay, here. And this was everything for today. We are gonna continue next time. We are gonna get closer to Rin. Still far away from the not safe scenes, but we're gonna get there. I'm a little worried about it, to be honest. But we will see. And last gacha for Michael. We can do it in time. Here. You got Drig. I forgot who he was. Random character generated, I suppose. Okay. It's a random generated character we made on stream one time, I suppose. But it was looking cool though. Weird. Maybe it's the best word. Thanks a lot for coming by again. We see you next Sunday or even before. Because, as you know, we see ya whenever happens.